Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you for coming in, and happy Easter to everybody who celebrates Easter. I know there are other holidays around the world, and hopefully you are enjoying those. And again, thank you, everybody. I think the Stock Explorer is making me laugh. I don't think they might have expected a Tuber Chat live stream today. But yes, we're here. And the Stock Explorer, it's great to have you here because I know they're working hard and they're changing shifts and things like that, so they can't always be here all the time. Same with Michael's Adventures. He is also here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. And we're lucky to have him here today, but he will have a premiere for us as well after Tuber Chat in about 2.5 to 3 hours, where we'll be able to extend our time by almost another hour, actually, in meeting friends and family members for our channels. So I wanted to talk about Wicked Awesome Gardening. This is a really interesting story behind this channel. And, I'm certainly not any more versed than I am with any other channel, but I caught them in a live stream the other day, and I'll show it to you here if you want to see it for yourself. So if I hit the live stream page, it's not the latest one that they did, but a few days earlier, so a week ago. And this live stream, if you see this one, live Q&A, after the first couple of minutes, this creator starts talking about an incredible story of taking some of their short form content, posting it on TikTok, finding some success with it there, posting it on Facebook, and after a little bit of a delay, finding monstrous success over there, literally into the millions of views and things like that. And before we look at their channel, I'm just going to show you their Facebook page because I looked at it right before we started today. And look at this, 174,000 followers. So Wicked Awesome Gardening has really got something special going on their channel. Now, I've been through a bit of their content. And what I do when we feature a channel like this, which we do every single day, is I go through a handful of their videos just to pick up on anything that I didn't already realize or that I didn't notice in watching things sporadically over the last many months. Wicked Awesome Gardening has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here for a long time. They make occasional appearances here, but they're also out supporting other creators all the time, and this is how I know this channel so well. When I started watching a bunch of their content literally today, I went through a few videos all at once here on their front page, the latest stuff that they've been doing. And you'll notice that what they've done is they bought a piece of land, and the land happened to have a mobile home on it. And it's in, I don't know if it's in terrible shape or anything like that, but it's just it was left a mess and this and that. So she's got to clean this up, renovate, and build a homestead on this new land. And this is a really cool story. Somebody like me who's indoors all the time, surrounded by computer screens and things like that, I find fascinating the things that people are doing outdoors. And I'm very grateful for the influx of homesteading, gardening, farming, ranching, fishing, camping, and outdoor channels that we've had come in the last 6 months to a year or so. But Wicked Awesome Gardening has really got something special going on. Now you can see that this is a dynamic creator. She's always having fun. She's always engaging with her audiences on the different platforms and things like that. But this is a do-it-yourselfer who is just not seeming to be afraid of anything, rolling up the sleeves and getting all kinds of work done, whether it's cleaning, whether it's renovating, literally getting into things like, I forget where I saw here, I didn't watch this video yet, but getting some raised bed gardens happening. And it's a perfect time for that in most climates. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator, but they are on a rapid growth ramp right now. So I wanted everybody to see this, and with almost 5,500 subscribers, you know that there's much to be learned from this creator as well as to be entertained and inspired by because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey, and they have these couple of special stories to tell. So, as well, we've known this channel for a long time, so I hope you'll connect with them, and again, that's Wicked Awesome Gardening. I've got quite a few names on the wheel right now. My Flock is Everywhere was early in the door and dropped a super chat for us already, so thank you for that. And for that reason, we'll make that channel the next one that we look at before I start spinning the wheel. I do have another story to tell about another very dedicated and loyal and generous creator that's been supporting here in the Tuber Chat family for years, literally since our beginning. We'll talk about that before I spin the wheel. What it won't be long, Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA, of course, beloved and dedicated moderators, two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years almost now on YouTube, are in the pole position and second position on the Wheel of Doom like always. Virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee and Don Ray B were early in the door. April Showers and Canadian Family Life from New Brunswick are also here. The Stock Explorer is a member and a moderator. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is here. They will be interested in swapping playlists. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other here in the chat right now for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm getting Songbits Laura on the wheel, along with Woman Outdoors, because they happen to be members. So for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, the wheel and the screen and the way that we put channels up and talk about them during the next 2.5 to 3 hours is based on, it's open to everybody. It's based on activity in the chat. So the more active everybody is in true conversation, the faster you rise up the list. And when I need names to fill up the wheel, I'll reach over to a list that I have in the background run by a chatbot named Bottissimo, and it will help me understand which order to put names on the wheel and then eventually the screen. In the meantime, Super Chatters get put up right away, so My Flock is Everywhere will be next, and then we will eventually spin the wheel. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but again, it's open to everyone. You do not have to Super Chat, you do not have to be a member. It will take a long time because we're very busy these days, and thank you everybody, especially for being here on what a lot of people will consider a holiday, Sunday or Monday, depending on where you are in the world. So, Wicked Awesome Gardening, again, a loyal and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. We have seen them several times here in the Tuber Chat family and in our streams, but they're also out supporting others all the time. But I thought it was really special, and I was really lucky to have caught that particular live stream where they were talking about this monster growth that came from some of their short form content. As a matter of fact, that inspired even me to run an experiment on my own channel with some short form content, which I'm now spanning out to the other networks, and I'll let everybody know if anything happens there, but we'll be watching that for the next 2 weeks as well. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and I'm always happy for all the things that we discuss here in the chat so that we can all make the best decisions for our channels and our videos and learn from each other, myself included, of course. I constantly strive to improve, do better, and grow and find new information that we can use. Not, simple YouTube guideline stuff and, like the consistency of posting every week. We talk about that as well. But, real world stories that we hear from a lot of our friends about some of the things they're doing that we might not have automatically thought of, along with a long, history of marketing and stuff like that. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is in the house. I've got them on the wheel as well. Let's see who else is with us for today. Creative Beauty Butterfly, good to have you back. Love to Travel with Wave is a longtime friend. Natalie Nicole's ASMR is here with us frequently. Pedrosa Travel and Sadie Lady, it's good to have you both in the house as well. The Honorable Angelina Nordstrom is here. I thought we had a brand new channel in the chat. They might have already gone out. Baron is here. Always good to see you, my friend, as well. And Lark's Homesteadish was here earlier. I'm not sure. They might still be lurking. I caught them last night on their live stream. They're streaming almost 24 hours a day on their channel. They've got a live cam that goes on some baby chicks that are running around all the time. And they cut those streams just under the 12-hour mark to retain all of their watch hours. Some of the streams are 4 hours, some are 5, some are 7. Like, they move around, but I caught them right before they shut it off yesterday. but I'll be looking forward to catching them again. Hanu Vlogger, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And once again, that's Wicked Awesome Gardening, so I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. My Flock is Everywhere is coming up right now, and if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a premiere or a live stream and get captivated by the content or the conversation and skip over that thumbs up for a quick moment. That's why we give each other so many friendly reminders. Lisa's Fun Finds, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. So My Flock is Everywhere dropped a super chat right before we started, so I wanted to put that channel up right away. Thank you, Love to Travel with Wave, for the share on Facebook. And My Flock is Everywhere is somebody who not only is supportive here, but I see them out supporting a lot of other creators. Usually I find them bouncing in between the creators that are going to explain to us the unexplained, the unknown, whether it's UFOs, aliens, giants, different mysteries around the world, and different things that are, there's argument over verification of a lot of different things. My Flock is Everywhere is doing their own videos. I'm just going to grab the latest one, put this in my catch-up list right now. I'm going to see how they're doing with their shorts videos, because I haven't looked at these in a while, but they're getting into the couple of thousand views now, which is great. Live streams are something that they've been doing almost once a week, it seems. So I've got my notification on for the next one. It's going to be a few days from now, and after you connect with them and put that notification bell on, you'll be ready for that. They got 547 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 we know they're thinking about. VS Speaks Royally, I finally caught you for a live stream again. One of the things I talk about here for anybody that's, started their YouTube journey within, let's say, the last year or so, things get a little more difficult when it comes to trying to support everybody as much as we all might like. Some of the people that you see almost every single day when you first start your YouTube journey, you start to see them a little bit less. So you see them every day, then every other day, then every 3 or 4 days, then once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, and things like this, because you start following more creators yourself, and it's almost impossible to keep up with. But as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. And it almost makes it that much more fun when you do catch somebody, because you can see how they've progressed just in the shortest amount of time. VS Speaks Royally is somebody who's been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. And they've experienced some rapid growth on their channel, where I used to catch almost every live stream that they did. Now I only catch them once every 2, 3, or 4, but I'm always happy to be there when I do, because they have engaged conversation when they've got that going on. Mel DeSallo Show is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. She Stole My Thunder is here. And I've got another channel that I'm going to talk about right now, MSK Family Vlogs. This is a channel that's been with us pretty much from the very beginning of Superchat. And they've been incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. I know you hear me say that a lot. A lot of the things I say here in Superchat now I repeat very much and very often. Sister Winnie, thank you for being here. By the way, I know you've been here for a while. She stole my thunder for the gym and the coffee. Yes, the coffee will come for sure. The gym might not be today. I thought about going out for a walk, but I don't know if that's going to happen, to be honest with you. But thank you for that. She's done that countless times. We're going to look at She Stole My Thunder next. And First Floor Audio's here. That's Lee from the UK. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Oh, and First Floor Audio dropped a super chat. Forgive me, I did miss that. We're going to put First Floor Audio up. And thank you for that. Things like super chats and memberships are absolutely unnecessary here. Very much appreciated, of course, but I just don't want anybody to feel like they got to do that all the time. I know it takes a long time to get onto the wheel and the screen these days, but we get through as many channels as we can. because today's a holiday, my estimate is that we'll be able to get to everybody today, especially because Michael's Adventures has got a premiere for us right after Tuber Chat that's going to be about 40 minutes. So more opportunity to meet friends and family members even after this live stream hours from now. Ron's Keto Cafe, thank you so much. And yes, they've evolved as well. We all do, that's for sure. Film the walk. Yeah, no, I was thinking about doing a stream is what I meant to say. I don't know if I'll actually get it done. I have to see how I feel after this, not to mention Kristen is going to whip up a wonderful Easter dinner, of course. So we'll see how we feel after that. MSK Family Vlogs is somebody, like I said, who's been with us pretty much from the beginning. Now, you can imagine a family vlogging channel, much like Mike and Rihanna family vlogs. We've got lots of family vlogging channels out there, several here in the Tuber Chat family. They are what you would expect. They take us on adventures. A lot of them do unboxings, hauls, product reviews. They take us shopping, on vacation, traveling, and for community events and things like that. Now, MSK Family Vlogs is also involved in something right now where they have an opportunity to be voted as a supermom. So forgive me because I'm not well versed in the contest yet. I just heard from them this morning about this, but I did promise that I'd spread the word. This is our longest standing member, I believe, meaning paid member here on Tuber Chat for well over 2 years now. It's probably getting in 2.5 years, if you can imagine. They were literally one of the first. They've been with us all the way along, and they make occasional appearances here in the chat still, but like I said, over time, where you're here every day in the first year, and then the next year it's once a week, and the next year it's once a month, and that kind of thing, but they still come by, and they still continue to support, and they're always supportive to everybody. They have incredible energy, and as you can see, a dynamic family. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat, and I hope everybody that will first of all visit MSK Family Vlogs. I'll drop the link for their YouTube channel as well, but that other link that I just dropped is for their this contest that they've got going on, and I hope everybody will support them because they have been incredibly supportive to the Tuber Chat family, as has the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, who's dropping another Super Chat, which they've done countless times already, so I'm going to put them up right after she stole my thunder, but First Floor Audio is coming up right now, so we'll see what they've got going on, and I hope everybody will connect with MSK Family Vlogs now with over 1,600 subscribers. Lee is running a lot of live streams on his channel. This is a talented music producer. He allows us to interact and influence him while he produces his music and performs. Pardon me, we've got another couple of channels coming in. The Gaming Ham is going to be changing up the channel a little bit, but we'll look at it today as is. They're with us almost every day. Coach Mary Ma is in the house. Home Bartending with John is here. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I know I missed a couple of channels. Purgatory Paranormal of New York. Good to see you here. And Bumby Selby's in the house. She's also been with us from the beginning. Bumby Selby has been with me long before Tuber Chat was even a thought, as a matter of fact. Well over 3 years. PvP San, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. The Bud files are being added to the wheel along with Bensign Games, and hopefully again I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Foxy's Friends is here. And when we look, so pardon me, there is another channel in the house. Versatile Nurse Francis, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm not sure if Corinne's Life is here. Sometimes when you're live streaming, if you stream at the same time on regular days, occasionally what will happen is during a stream, you'll have memberships that will renew, and it looks like they've just become a member, but it actually is just rolling over because they're monthly. Corinne's Life is one of our longest standing members as well. Look at that, 29 months, if you could believe somebody supporting your channel in that way for that amount of time. Corinne's Life has been doing this. She's a dear friend and happens to be a moderator as well. She Stole My Thunder's gifting a membership as well. I'm sure Michael's Adventures will be happy to have that. And Michael's Adventures, of course, is already on the wheel as a moderator. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, then we should get around to everybody. So First Floor Audio is Lee, and like I said, he allows us to interact and influence him while he produces and performs during his live streams. He has, and I don't really know how to describe it other than to say, a diverse range of talent when it comes to music production. You'll hear that if you follow some of his live streams in this series called Radio 1FA. And this is a compilation of all of his music works together in basically a loop format, so we can, sit and enjoy the different productions. The rest of his live streams, which is most of what you'll find, he's either producing or having StreamYard panels. Sometimes he's got people performing or singing with him. And he always keeps up with the chat. He might even draw you into his productions while he's singing and performing, which is really, really cool. He literally sat and did a off the cuff, as soon as I came into the chat one day, did a Tuber Chat song for like 3 minutes with Mind Forked in there, which was really cool. So he's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including Super Chats and memberships when you get there. Of course, all the music's available in videos on the channel when you get there as well. He's only done a couple shorts so far, but we'll see if that continues for First Floor Audio. Thank you again for another Super Chat. My flock is everywhere in First Floor Audio. I really do appreciate that extra generous support to get it started for today. And again, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Now, She Stole My Thunder also dropped a Super Chat earlier, so I've got that channel up right now. This is a fellow Canadian from the Montreal area. And they tell us on their banner that they review books, art, and movies, but they actually do a lot more on their channel. They will take us to places like museums or art galleries. They happen to be a photographer, and they talk about that during their live streams and videos as well. Sometimes they're reading, sometimes they're just having a conversation, sometimes they're outdoors. But one of the things that they do as well is some helpful videos. One of their latest live streams includes a tutorial on how to make thumbnails with a program called Canva, which is a free website or app for iPhone and Android. We talk about it here once in a while. Silent Silver, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now, She Stole My Thunder also has got some shorts going on, and hopefully these are going to start to move as they continue. The idea, of course, when we talk about consistency, which we talk about quite often here, not only in videos, but in streams and in now shorts, is we're not trying to make a video that everybody's going to like. We never get to pick. As much as we can try, luck comes by, or the universe decides which videos are the ones that are going to fly. The same goes for shorts. So as we build our shorts videos, instead of trying to just do something we think everybody will like because we've seen it on TikTok or any idea like that, you want to build a catalog of content. So you want to, plan right now that someday you're going to have 100 shorts videos on your channel, if shorts are something you're doing, and then some of those will really fly. We know that already because there's this winning the lottery aspect to those. The Gaming Ham, thank you so much for another Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'll get your channel up onto the screen right after the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And She Stole My Thunder, thank you again for another generous Super Chat. They've done that countless times, and I will make sure to grab a coffee with that afterwards. John H. Shelton, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And he also comes to us from the UK. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is up right now. This is Susan, and this is a creator who not only comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. Now, I say that here in Tuber Chat, but I really mean gardening, farming, ranching, traditional homesteading, outdoor camping, fishing, and bushcraft, other channels that fall within those kind of areas. I kind of group them all together. And one of the reasons why is because what I find with the creators behind these channels is a sense of generosity that seems to be similar in all of them, wanting to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others, for which I'm grateful. I always enjoy watching a lot of their content, and I think the reason why is because I don't engage in a lot of these activities myself. You know, more and more every day I'm thinking to myself, I should learn to grow a little more of my own either food or things like that. It's just a thought more than anything else, but you never know which influencer is going to strike the right chord with you. For anybody that's, you know, had a hand in raising any children, you understand you can tell them the same thing 1,000 times with no effect, but somebody else can tell them the exact same thing and all of a sudden a change happens for the better, and you wonder to yourself, but I was trying to get this into you all this time, and you wonder, and I'm not thinking about my own children, I'm thinking about myself with my parents growing up. Why would they tell me things so many times as a young boy, and then have a neighbor or somebody else say something that changed my behavior for the better? But anyway, when we talk about homesteading channels and all the groups that I talked about here, what we find is this overwhelming sense of generosity, and Susan certainly is this kind of creator behind this channel. Now, I've been very lucky to catch them for many live streams. I'm just going to grab one of their latest devotionals here, but when we get into the live streams with this creator, we'll often find either Susan keeping up with the chat and talking to us, telling stories, or engaging in conversation, but she also often has StreamYard panelists come up, and there could be music involved, there could be prayer, there could be other types of stories. And this is a creator who really cares about our community, and now is officially on the road to 1K. We always say somebody's on the road when they get to a 100 milestone. So at 907 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards that 1,000. It's a magical, important milestone in all of our YouTube journeys. And this is a half-acre homestead, and they've got livestock here as well as a lot of indoor and outdoor homesteading activities that you would likely expect. We've got another channel here dropping a super chat, and forgive me because I was just about to miss Rambling with the Brooms, another fellow Canadian actually, so thank you for coming in, my dear friend Scott, and dropping another super chat. I really do appreciate that. He's done that countless times. And then Gamingly Ken, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. I'm assuming, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, that you're here for the first time. So hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Gamingly Ken might be waiting out that 20-minute time limit on the subscriber only chat, so thank you for your patience. I know it can be I imagine it can be a little bit frustrating having to wait that out, but I promise you it really does help cut down on spamming and trolling and all that other silliness. So you'll find a nice clean chat here with a lot of friendly faces willing to welcome you into their communities as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Professional Paranormal Research, I did get you on the wheel when I saw you come in. Thank you one more time. She Stole My Thunder and the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch for your super chats. Thank you again, the Gaming Ham. He's done that countless times as well. Now this creator's let us know that they intend on making some changes to the channel, but it's an interesting name because this creator happens to be an advocate for the ham radio community and brings us a lot of video gameplay. So when we look through their live streams, we see a lot of these different video games and they mix them up a little bit. I'm just going to take the latest Call of Duty replay and put that in my catch-up list actually for now. As well, a little while ago, they broke into some extra content with some 3D printing, and they did that in some of their shorts as well, and this prompted them to start a second channel, the 3D Printing Wolf 1, and I'll copy that into the chat so that you can type it out and catch this channel right away if you'd like to. It's all one word, of course, the 3D Printing Wolf 1. And this is the same creator from the Gaming Ham, now with 21 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we possibly can for each other, we see others growing and hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. Pedrosa Travel, you did it. They got the stream boss position there. I'll tell you what that is in a second. And Little Ridge Farm, thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. We'll put you up right after Pedrosa Travel. We'll get to spinning the wheel soon. And then the Gaming Ham. So this looks like it might be their new channel when they put up the... Gamingly Ken. Yes, Gamingly Ken. Let me put that channel on the screen right now. They dropped another super chat for that, actually, and see if I can get that to work. So it might be tough to find the channel for a quick second. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, I have to spell it right. Let's try a handle and see if that's going to work. There it is. So Gamingly Ken, I'm going to put this handle in the chat, and anybody can copy and paste that or type it out if you need to. And Gamingly Ken is going to be a brand new channel from the Gaming Ham. So I've subscribed and put the notification bell on. I usually don't do that, but we'll be looking forward to some content on the channel. If I have to resubscribe, of course I'll do that when we find that out. And thank you again for the super chats. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times, like I said. Rambling with the Brooms has also done the same thing. That's Scott. And we're going to look at his channel right now. This is another fellow Canadian who comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. A brand new channel's in the chat here. Steve and Tina Jewel. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Glorious Platter, thank you for being here as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And when we look at Rambling with the Brooms, what we find is Scott, and this creator, he's actually sitting right there. You know where he is right now? In the Sugar Shack. And this is really cool because as a Canadian, I remember like in my grade school years taking a trip. I think I even went with my family later to a place called Courtright Center in Ontario where you can go and see how maple syrup is made. They give you a tour. They talk about the maple trees and the tapping of the trees, the sap that's involved. And I think we even got to make like, I think it's toffee. Maple flavored toffee, if I remember right. They lay it out on a table and this and that. Anyway, Rambling with the Brooms has a sugar shack, and he's able to make maple syrup, which he does, and that's what he's doing right now. So this is a really cool thing, and he lives closer to our nation's capital, so probably about 6 hours away from me, closer to Ottawa, but he's monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Forgive me for missing Saturday's live stream. He's got a couple of series of live streams. He's now over 1,500 subscribers. There he is with Jesse and Lisa. I missed their announcement and everything. I'm going to have to go back and see what they had to say. But that's Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa there, along with Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. Now, he's got his Saturday live streams that are regularly, like every week happens, as well as Procrastination Thursday, where he often features other creators. He'll have StreamYard panelists come up sometimes for the purpose of introducing us to a channel. And Scott is incredibly supportive to other creators. He's built up a great reputation as a moderator on a lot of channels as well, and is an advocate for helping others grow and hitting different milestones like their 100s and things like that. So thank you for another super chat, Rambling with the Brooms, my friend Scott. I really do appreciate that. He's done that countless times. And Pedrosa Travel dropped a super chat, and they actually did something special with that. They've become an expert at this now. I'll talk about it in a second. Ali's Crafts Pursuits is here. It's good to see you in the house. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody on the in the chat. Faye Blatcher, good to have you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the happy Easter wishes. Hopefully everybody's enjoying their holiday weekend for anybody that celebrates. And then Pedrosa Travel has taken over the Stream Boss. And, a trip was donated last night. My dear goodness, Rambling with the Brooms. That is a monster situation. I got to find that. I got to go and see the details. There's Anthony from Unidentified S4 in the house, and he's got 9,000 subscribers on his channel. He's a member. I'm going to put him on the wheel right now. Unidentified S4. He talks to us about the unexplained. That's one of the channels I was referring to when I was talking about My Flock is Everywhere earlier, as well as I Want to Know and a few others. When we look at Pedrosa Travel, we see that they took over the Stream Boss position, and that's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss, including highlighted milestone messages. And whoever knocks the Stream Boss out and takes over gets some extra exposure for a little while. So that will be Pedrosa Travel, but he's become an expert at that now. Soul Searching Sisters, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Pedrosa Travel is going to bring us travel-based content with a lot of cruising, actually, and he is a big part of the cruising community. I see him out supporting a lot of different creators all the time when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams. So he's got a diverse bunch of content as well. Looks like we've got a helpful video here as well. And then when we look at the shorts videos on this channel, we see that these are starting to pop over 1,000 views, which is great. And live streams are something that's done frequently also. So hopefully we can catch him for this one, which is going to be tonight, a couple of hours after Tuber Chat. So when we're done today, Michael's Adventures, we'll have a brand new piece of content. We know that Pedrosa Travel will be live at 7 Eastern. So that'll be just enough time for dinner and to get back onto YouTube for those of us in the Eastern time zone. And thank you one more time for another Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. He's done that a handful of times already, as has Little Ridge Farm. And this is a really interesting story behind this channel as well. First of all, they come to us from the Homesteading community of channels, and you'll see that they're talking about building a new tiny home, tiny homestead, tiny animals from the beginning. Yes, they can be in the beginning. And this is Mark. His daughter Kira is often with him on the channel. They've got shorts, videos, and live streams. What you're going to find here is this is a creator who actually had their house burned down this year. And you will be able to find the story when you get to the channel. But Little Ridge Farm's been a friend here to Tuber Chat for a very long time, well beyond 6 months now, I believe. And this creator, in my eyes, brings a story of tenacity and perseverance, because Mark continues to be out supporting creators with over-the-top generosity, as we've just seen. He just dropped a Super Chat here, if you can believe that, which is absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. But Little Ridge Farm is somebody who's also out supporting a lot of other creators, and he generously shares content by hopping in on other StreamYard panels and things like that as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. There's a lot more to the channel than the story that I tell, but I can't help but bring it up when I talk about it. I'm just going to grab the latest video. It looks like a how-to video here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. We'll have a look at the shorts and see how they're doing, getting into the couple of thousands of views, which is great. Live streams are something that happens somewhat frequently, including even yesterday. Sorry I missed that one, but hopefully I'll catch the next one or again another one soon. 654 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 they're thinking about. Mama 4 Boys, good to see you in the house. Yellow Shirt Dad happens to be a member, so we're going to get them onto the wheel right away. And it looks like it's going to be a long while before we get some names onto the wheel from our chat list, but we will go through as many channels as we can in the next almost 2.5 hours. If anybody right now would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. King Cool Man, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time with Superchat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Imelda Salo Show is on the screen right now. This is another creator who came into the Tuber Chat family just recently, within the last couple of months, but is here almost every single day. 616 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about. They've got some shorts videos here, so I'm just going to look at these first because I'm still getting to know the channel. But these have popped into the almost thousands of views now, which is great. They are originally born in Kenya, now in Germany, and they bring us stories to be told in their videos more than anything else. This one is cool because most of their videos are quite short, as you can see, but I'm glad that you've got a longer one here, so I'm going to be interested to hear the story told in this latest video. And like I said, Imelda Salo Show is here with us just about every single day, so I hope everybody will connect with them. The reason why I talk about these types of things so much is so that you can understand what kind of support you can expect back from these creators as you get to know them. And one of the reasons I like putting channels on the screen like this here is so that I get to know the channels over weeks and months. Eventually I'll get to know the content, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are somebody I've had many conversations with. They are aggressively looking for ways to improve their channel all the time, talking about thumbnails, tags, hashtags, descriptions, and everything in between. And as well as the content, you'll like their video editing skills as well. You'll see that. The Bullock Experience is here. I'm going to get the Bullock Experience on the wheel. They've actually got two channels. We'll look at both of them when they're up. And when we look at Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, I mentioned them for a quick second earlier because we were talking about another dear friend, MSK Family Vlogs. Now, when we find a family vlogging channel, we find all sorts of different content. You know, most of you don't need me to tell you this because you've seen many family vlogging channels, even if they don't specifically call themselves that. You know, a lot of channels fall into this very popular category. They take us on adventures. They take us indoors. We get a great chance to learn about the family behind the channel. They take us on adventures, travel. There's always do-it-yourself videos on channels like this, and we get an idea of what it's like to live in different parts of the world through the eyes of these creators. So Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are absolutely interested in swapping playlists. Like I said, if anybody wants to do that, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. And everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And if you have not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs have got some shorts that are now popping into the couple of thousand views, so that will likely continue. Lots of live streaming on this channel. They seem to do that about once a week, sometimes more than that. Hopefully I'll catch them for the next one. And a lot of interesting videos, both indoors and outdoors. A lot of adventure from these creators, and then as well do-it-yourself videos, of course, as well as taste test challenges, product reviews. They took us over to Zellers. They happen to be fellow Canadians from Alberta, and Zellers is a big thing. Like I can't help but give that chuckle when I talk about Zellers now, because it was a big department store for a lot of our lives. I relate it to Target. Whether or not anybody feels the same way or not, I find them to be similar. Maybe it's just the red signs and they happen to sell the same type of stuff. But Target came to Canada for a very brief stint a few years ago, and I have a feeling that that was a scandal that was set up long before it started, because I don't think it even lasted a year, but the execs apparently got their millions of dollars in salaries and bonuses and everything else. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not an authority, but I've got my eye on Zellers now to see what's going to happen with this particular company. But I'll tell you right now, I will not be investing stock. And that could be a huge mistake, but we'll see. Songbits Laura is going to be the next channel that we look at. Mo, good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Backlash Fisherman is in the house as well. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So we'll be back in 3 minutes with Songbits Laura. All right, we're back and looking at Songbits Laura. I know that Just Jason Keto just came in, so we put them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. Now, Songbits Laura is somebody that we're still getting to know, but they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding Superchat just a few months ago. 543 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 they're thinking about. The Z Show Cruise Fun. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Now I see that Songbits Laura actually just put out a brand new video, so I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And I just want to look at their shorts videos as well and see how these are doing right now. So these have started to pop over 1,000 views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. And then live streams are something that they did one a couple of weeks ago. And they seem to be doing these a couple times a week usually, so we can expect one probably any time now. But that's just a guess more than anything else. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Songbits Laura, and they just want to connect and have conversations and give everybody a chance to conversate together. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, we'd love to push them towards the 600 subscribers they're thinking about. They're here with us just about every single day, and that means that you can expect that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them as well. If I missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Canadian Family Life is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on in New Brunswick. And this is Tiffany. And with 409 subscribers, we'd love to push her towards the 500 that she's thinking about. Let's look at the shorts videos because they're right here on the front. And on the front page, they're cracking over 1,000 views, which is great. There's a ham getting ready for Easter, I'm sure. And live streams are something they've just started. I caught them for their second live stream, so hopefully they'll keep that up. And then they've got a premiere coming up, and that's actually today. So a couple hours after Tuber Chat, this will be fresh content with a happy Easter special premiere from Canadian Family Life. And then as well, they're letting us know we can join them as they learn to navigate and enjoy their YouTube journey. They describe the family here, and then they expect to do day in the life videos, Christmas fun, food bank and grocery hauls, crafting, do-it-yourself videos, along with country living. Johnny Small Pepper, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Canadian Family Life is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's here with us just about every single day again as well. Foxy's Friends is coming up right now. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Healthy G-Mom is a longtime friend. It's good to see you in the chat, but thank you for dropping that super chat as well. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times, actually. And we're going to make Healthy G-Mom the next channel that we look at. They've been with us for what I believe is over 2 years as well. Foxy's Friends is up here right now, and this is a channel that's dedicated to memorializing Foxy Mama, who's the star of the show that you see in all of these videos. So we're looking forward to new content and what more might come from this channel. But in the meantime, we see another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's here with us every day. And Foxy's Friends gives us the story on their About page. And then they've got some shorts videos, and obviously these have started to do well, getting into almost a couple thousand views on some of them. And then regular videos are something that hopefully will continue. Modern War Gaming Squad with Jory, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get that channel onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. Generous, dedicated, and loyal supporter. Oh my dear goodness. Let me see who's the Good Times Home. That's Jen. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. I hope you enjoy that name, because my understanding is I don't think you could change it back for 2 weeks now. So that's going to be kind of a fun thing for you to deal with. But I could be wrong. Cali King 916, good to see you in the house. Generous, dedicated, and loyal supporter is actually an understatement when it comes to Good Times Homesteading with Jen and Steve. But that's a nice, fun addition to our special edition Easter episode of Tuber Chat today. And forgive me for not dressing up the channel and everything like that. I thought I did it once before, and at the last moment I was looking for my graphics, and I don't know what I did with those. I must have done it last year. Bumby Selby is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on, and we'll put them up right after Healthy G Mom, actually, because she dropped a super chat. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Now, Healthy G Mom's been a dear friend for a very long time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Now, I don't want to encourage anybody to do the same thing that Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve has done, but I cannot help. I think everybody will agree that they would deserve to be on the wheel for that stunt. That's so funny. We'll put them on the wheel. Healthy G Mom is up right now. This is a creator that has been with us a long time. You can see on their banner they talk about healthy living, healthy eating, how-to videos, and they post, I think, even more than weekly. Actually, they pretty much always have. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been with us, like I said, a long time, and that's cool. Gamingly Ken. Oh, Blackstorm Mobile Gaming, thank you so much for coming in with that highlighted milestone message. Blackstorm Mobile Gaming is a one-of-a-kind in the Tuber Chat family because they bring us gaming, but they actually bring us mobile gaming exclusively. They also happen to be a gold member, so we see that channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. I've got them on the wheel now. When we look at Healthy G Mom, this creator has now grown to over 20,000 subscribers, which is fantastic. We can see their latest video has really done very well, how to regrow red onions. So I'm going to take this video, I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up just the smallest bit. I can see I'm far behind. But they also bring us live streams. They just did one today. And then those seem to be happening a couple of times a week. When we look at the shorts videos, we'll see that these have started to really bang into the 20,000 views, many of them well over 10, and a couple of them here, one approaching 30 and one even farther, which is great. Hopefully that continues. And Healthy G Mom, of course, is monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So let me spin the wheel again. Now, Bumby Selby is coming up because I already spun the wheel. And then the Stock Explorer will be next because I seem to be clicking faster than I'm moving through channels, but that's okay. Bumby Selby is here with over 1,400 subscribers. So imagine if you could see the future right now and know that in your YouTube journey, you're going to have people who are going to support you for 3 years and beyond. Because I promise you, that's the case right now. Bumby Selby is one of those creators to me, and she was a friend even before Tuber Chat was a thought. As a matter of fact, I think one of the stories I like telling about Bumby Selby is that they, I believe, were the very first person to come into my very first premiere on my personal channel before I'd even started Tuber Chat. And the reason why I make so much of a big deal about a story like that is just for you to understand that kind of support absolutely is out there. I hope you take inspiration from the stories that I tell about some of the friendships that have been made and the support so overwhelmingly generously, if that makes sense, that has been given by creators like this all of this time. So Bumby Selby's been making frequent appearances again. She picked up a gifted membership the other day. Oh, I missed an opportunity here as well. Pardon me just for 1 second. Ashley, good to see you in the house. Pards Jen, I've got you on the wheel. I missed something there for the moderators. Bumby Selby, now, like I said, over 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 they're thinking about. They've always brought us pure variety on their channel. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos here, and I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list. But this creator also brings live streams, and maybe that's something they'll pick up again. It's been a little while, but some shorts videos as well. So if that continues, we can expect these have already started to get into the couple of thousand views, which is great. So I'm sure that will continue also. But they've been posting frequently and seem to always have been, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, we'd love to push them towards the 1,500 subscribers that they're thinking about. So the Stock Explorer is coming up right now. I already spun the wheel, and then we'll get back to spinning it right after. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other, social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into the Tuber Chat live stream right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you, Scratch and PPA. I don't know how you do it. I was worried I forgot that, but you're right. Earlier today, she stole my thunder, gifted a membership, but she also dropped a super chat at the same time, so we already put the channel up. I was afraid I might have missed putting the channel on the screen. I promise you I'd make as many mistakes as anybody. The Stock Explorer is up right now. Now, they just offered to give up their space to Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, but I actually put their channel on the wheel just because of this funny joke that they've put in the chat here. I think that's hilarious. I want to see if they're going to be able to change their channel name back, or if they're going to be stuck with that for 2 weeks, because that's going to be entertaining. But Jen has always been a very fun creator. But the Stock Explorer, this is just one tiny example of generosity from a creator like this. Now, Nora is the creator behind the channel. That's Nora in the thumbnail, of course, or the avatar that's been changed here. This creator has 2 channels. We'll look at both of those. But they're here right now as a member and a moderator. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time, but they're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. I believe that's what draws me to them. But for that reason, when you visit any of our moderators on their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members in the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat, the Stock Explorer, of course, included. And then thank you, generous, dedicated, and loyal supporter, which is just Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. We'll see. Tori's Brain is in the house, another longtime friend. He's got a really impressive production on his channel where we play games in the chat that are fun for everyone, but that will also challenge your mind at the same time. Now, the Stock Explorer brings us both the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way through shorts, videos, and live streams. There's some more random content scattered throughout the channel, but they bring us beginner tutorials, advanced topics like options trading and NFTs, and they often have product in hand. Sometimes you'll find charts and graphs for us to see. Sometimes it's friendly conversation, so much so that they have StreamYard panelists come up, and I've even joined them on their channel for a dedicated 2-hour conversation about YouTube that we had, and you can search that out when you get there. So Nora, of course, is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Almost 1,600 subscribers, and I'll hit their Tropical Buzz channel. This is where they seek to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they'll be growing. They've been getting involved in seed swaps and things with other creators. And being in Florida, the temperature should be just about where it needs to be to get going, and we'll expect some new content on this channel soon. Florida Claimers Ted, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Cabaret Gaming is here as well. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel in a moment. And Blackstorm Mobile Gaming is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. Like I said, this is a one-of-a-kind. Gaming is a huge category on YouTube and on most social platforms, of course. But Blackstorm Mobile Gaming, even being new to Tuber Chat just within the last couple of months, brings us mobile gaming specifically. They've got some shorts videos here, so hopefully these start to pop. I see one of them's got over 1,000 views, which is great. They're posting videos frequently. I'm just going to take their latest video and put this in my catch-up list, but you can dig through their videos and you're going to see that they bring us different mobile games, some of which you might even recognize, which is kind of cool. So like I said, a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family that I know of, being mobile game specific, but I think that's really cool. Cabaret Gaming is also on the wheel, and let's spin. And 265 subscribers right now for Blackstorm Mobile Gaming. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 they're thinking about. They've got some live streams as well, so hopefully those continue also. Yellow Shirt Dad is coming up, and he is going to bring us the joke of the day, including some looks around. It's mostly outdoor content on this channel, sometimes a story to be told, but always with a dad joke included. Some of the videos are specifically for joke of the day. Happy Easter. There you go. That's a wicked thumbnail. That's excellent. Yellow Shirt Dad celebrating Easter with the actual Easter bunny, which is cool, and an Easter egg hunt, it looks like. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Yellow Shirt Dad. 650 subscribers. He is just growing rapidly. But this is a creator that came into the Tuber Chat family just a couple of months ago now. I guess it's getting a little bit longer. It could be as much as 3 months. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. But they just overwhelmingly have like support for other creators. It was like the day that they came into Tuber Chat the first time, I instantly saw them out supporting all kinds of creators, out on StreamYard panels, hanging out in chats, building friendships with creators. I see conversations about playing games together, and this is a creator that's really having a great impact very quickly. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. I know you will. I'm just going to see how the shorts are doing. They're getting into the 5,000 views, like thousands of views on a lot of these, which is great. And he posts every single day. I'm just going to take the latest Easter Bunny video and put it in my catch-up list. But this creator is going to bring us outdoors more often than anything else for stories to be told, and of course the joke of the day. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. He's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time now, a few months. It flies by quickly, but when you start to think about the fact that people have been supporting you for that long, I think almost everybody would probably say that they are surprised how much support came to their YouTube channels compared to what they might have imagined before they started. That's just a guess, but I certainly feel that way. Via Speaks Royally is up right now. We talked about this channel for a brief second earlier. Now, they're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We can see that they are right on the nose. They will have 4,000 subscribers before we know it. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. Now, one of the things you'll notice about Via Speaks Royally is that they always have engaged conversation during their live streams when they're talking about the royal family. That makes up the majority of the content on the channel. They do have some other random videos, and especially with their shorts, these can be almost anything, but these have popped into the thousands of views as well. But when you catch VS Speaks Royally in a live stream, especially revolving around the royal family, you're going to find an extremely engaged conversation. And I put a lot of focus on that, because when you engage in true conversation in any live chat for a premiere or a live stream, you're doing a great service to any host. And the reason why is because you're sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. This is what helps some of the content get pushed out a little bit farther, especially when it comes to replays on live streams and things like that. VS Speaks Royally does a great job of leading that conversation, and you'll notice that everywhere they go, they engage in conversation in other premieres and live chats as well. Philip Lemon is in the house. FR Humphrey is here. Thank you both for being here. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to VS Speaks Royally. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then here is Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, maybe. Look, yeah, it even comes up in the search results. I don't even know how that's possible, but that's funny. Generous, dedicated, and loyal supporter is Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Just so that you make sure you get to this channel, I'm actually going to drop their link for them. But if that's not one of the funniest things we've seen in the last 3 years on TuberChat, Jen is always fun. You can see this creator in a lot of the thumbnails. If you're lucky, you'll catch her with guitar in hand here. You see that on a couple of thumbnails. Now, this creator comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, and whether they're indoors or outdoors, what I have found on this channel more than anything else is a lot of family togetherness. So even when they're outdoors, maybe cooking outdoors or doing things indoors, homesteading type activities, there seems to always be family getting involved, different members of the family. Now, they've got some shorts that have popped into the thousands of views as well, which is great. But Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, this is a creator that has follows all of my channels and is incredibly supportive on all of them, as a matter of fact, and has given just an overwhelming amount of support. So I put a lot of focus on that just so that you can understand what kind of support you can expect back from a creator like this. 858 subscribers right now, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 900 she's thinking about. I just want to see what they've done on their About page, because they changed this out. City Kids Go Country. Interesting. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Switching up to country living, food growing, chicken raising, homeschooling, and enjoying God's creation, which is great. One of the funniest things anybody ever in my adult life was making fun of me about is there's a smaller town that I used to work in outside of Toronto. It's not small. I think the population was somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 at the time, whatever it was. Just smaller than something big like Toronto. And I was trying to cross the street, and I couldn't get it done every 2 seconds. Another car was coming, and I don't know what was going on. My friend was laughing. He goes, "There's nothing like seeing a city boy trying to cross through country traffic." And I'm like, that's got to be the opposite of everything in the universe. But it was a pretty funny thing. So when I see Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve mentioning City Kids Go Country, it comes to mind right away. But it's great, the things that the family is learning, right? And it is always fun, whether Jen brings fun everywhere she goes, whether it's in her own content or whether she's out supporting other creators. And you'll find that when she gets into your live chat as well, whether you run premieres or live streams. And thank you for the kudos on the name there, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, because it says that's the very least you could possibly say about the generosity in that creator. Pards Jen is up right now. This is another creator who's here with us frequently. 7,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 7,200 they're actually on the road to right now. They're fully monetized, so they've got super chats and memberships available to support them with when we get there. And when we get to their shorts videos, because they're on the front page here, I just want to see how they're doing. These have gotten into the thousands of views. They'll be hitting 10,000 soon, I'm sure. Pardon me. And then, yeah, I bet Florida Claimers Ted. Florida Claimers Ted's always a laugh, whether it's on his own. He's a very high energy creator when I hang out in his live streams and things like that. I'm just going to grab, Pards Jen's latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And it's just a fun name for that playlist from our friend Ghostly Wins, who came up with that a while ago. If anybody in the house right now would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. DJ Wrestling Inc. is in the house from South Carolina, and Tatum Loves Horror is also here. So thank you for being in. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Just want to see the live streams. Now, Pards Jen did one stream a few weeks ago. I don't know if those are going to continue, but hopefully if you connect with them and put that notification bell on, you'll catch them if they decide to do them. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen right now. Just Jason Keto's going to come up. This is a creator that's going to help us with our healthy eating and healthy living, and explain the ins and outs of a keto-based diet. What he does on his channel as well is bring up a lot of StreamYard panelists. Those can be in live streams or videos, and what they do is talk about not just the basic, aspects of a keto-based diet, but results, experiences, and things like this. Now, he's a fellow Canadian, of course. You can see that from the banner right there. I missed the last, several live streams. Hopefully he does another one soon. But I did catch one of the premieres that he ran the other day. And this is a perfect example of what you can expect on the channel when he's having an interview, because he invokes a lot of conversation, and then his panelists or guests are able to describe their life experiences, what they find in struggles, what they find in successes, turning to a keto-based diet and following that for a long period of time. And then Just Jason Keto himself is going to do a lot of how-to videos on the channel. More so, here's how I do it, as opposed to how you should do it, which is the way we describe a lot of how-to videos on YouTube. But Just Jason Keto is going to help us understand some of the ingredients that we need to see when we're thinking about purchasing keto-based products, because we really need to understand that, to understand the impact it's going to have on our diet, on our bodies, if we're going to engage in something like that. But he's also going to show us how to get more out of some of the products we can easily find, turning meals into snacks and turning snacks into meals and things like that, and showing us how to properly balance that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. I'm sure you will. I think almost everybody can use a little bit of motivation when it comes to healthy eating, healthy living. No matter how much you learn, I think there's always still more to be learned. And Just Jason Keto is actually going to show you that in the conversations that he has with other creators as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Gaming Experience with Kelly is the Bullock Experience with a second gaming channel. They're already on the wheel, so we'll be looking at them soon. Baron is up right now, and this is another creator who's in here just about every day. They usually make brief appearances frequently, but Baron is somebody who posts every single day. Most of what they do on their channel are shout-out videos or tributes to celebrities and public figures, but they're often posting multiple times a day and on other social networks as well. 677 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 they're thinking about. A lot of live streams here also. When we look at the shorts videos, I just want to see how these are doing. They're getting into the thousands of views as well, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Baron. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. April Showers is just a popular name for a channel. When I tell YouTube that I'm looking for a channel by using my filters, it comes up right away, but that can be done on a computer or on a phone. You can let YouTube know with the filters that you want the channel. April Showers should come up right away. You'll recognize the channel with this new avatar, but as well, you'll see that this creator, first of all, has 1,550 or so subscribers, and they're using this platform called Spreaker, which is popular for podcasting. And this is where we're going to hear a lot of interesting conversation. Kurzo, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. When we look at the shorts videos from April Showers, we see that these are popping into the thousands of views. One of them has slammed over 21,000 views, which is great. And then live streams are something that happens frequently, as we can see. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of those again. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Home Bartending with John is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. And I think I missed a channel, Relax and Enjoy by Vanessa. Good to have you here. Bushido Blade Warrior is also in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We still got a long way to go. We've still got another hour and a half if everybody would like. Michael's Adventures has set up a premiere for us so that after Tuber Chat, we've got an extra 40 to 45 minutes of time to meet more friends and family members in the same way that we're doing here right now. So that's a long way from now. We've got lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen, and as long as everybody's active in the chat, we should get a chance to get around to everybody. We're moving faster today than we usually do. I think that usually happens on Sunday because we were live yesterday. Right now we're on a schedule of Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I'm going to hold that together for another couple of weeks. And when I have to get outside and start working a couple of days a week, we'll shuffle things around. 100 Proof Quilter, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Home Bartending with John is here with 333 subscribers right now. You see a lot of reviews in the first videos that he's got. I just want to see the shorts as well because these have popped into the thousands of views as well now. Live stream is something he might pick up again, but what you're going to find on this channel, what I find most compelling is that this creator wants to teach us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails in the comfort of our own, our own home. And you don't have to have as elaborate a home bar setup as what John has got here. But you will find that impressive, I'm sure. He shows us what it takes to keep a bar like that replenished. He takes us shopping. He shows us the tools we're going to need behind the bar and unboxing videos. He's also very considerate about the idea of expanding the content for the audience, bringing us things like comparisons between different types of liquor, as well as perhaps 6 low-calorie cocktails or a group of non-alcoholic mocktails, if that's something that you needed. So a diverse collection. Not to mention, he also takes requests on his channel. He's done at least 2 for me already. So he'll be willing to do that if you'd like to. And then the Stock Explorer, thank you for these super chats. I really do appreciate that. We'll put up Florida Claimers Ted. And I'm just laughing because it seems that there's a couple people from Florida who like making nicknames for people. Florida Claimers Ted does it all the time, and now the Stock Explorer is following suit as well for Petey Weedy there. So we'll put Scratch and Pete up right after Florida Claimers Ted. I'm sure he'll be happy to have that. Scratch and Pete PA is here with us, if you can imagine, every single day, and has been over 500 times, well over 500, probably 530 times now, and for hours at a time, right? For hours every time. And it's really interesting to see how often, it's more often than not, that Scratchin' PPA's channel comes up towards the end of the stream, as it is more so towards the beginning of the stream, if that makes any sense. But I'm sure he'll be happy to have that boost for today. So thank you, the Stock Explorer. Florida Claimers Ted is somebody I got a couple things in common with, actually. He happened to have been a DJ in a past life, as I was. But this creator is pure high energy. When you get to their channel, especially for a live stream, it is fast-paced, high energy. He's got music pumping, way more upbeat than what you hear in the background of Superchat here. But he's always having a good time. Now, he's got some shorts videos, and I just want to see how these are doing. The Stock Explorer dropped a Super Chat for Florida Claimers Ted. That's why we're looking at this channel right now. But lots of these have gotten into the thousands of views, which is great. And he's now got one that's popped over 26,000, which is wonderful. He's on the road to 1,300 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. He just did a live stream, actually, this morning, but hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again soon. And let me just see how your videos are doing. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll just give me something to catch up with quickly. So thank you one more time, the Stock Explorer, for that Super Chat for Florida Claimers Ted. He's been a very supportive creator for a long time as well, so I'm glad to see that. Starlog is here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Cricket208, good to see you here. The Stock Explorer, sorry, I meant to put up Scratchin' PPA. The Stock Explorer dropped a Super Chat for Scratchin' Pete and for Florida Claimers Ted. Starlog, is just starting out. That's okay. We have channels of all sizes here, and everybody will be willing to support. The biggest hint I can give, because I know we've got a few new channels in the chat today, some of the people who've been here many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat the first day or even the first week, and sometimes even the first month. So the best success is always found in reaching out to other creators. And like I said, if you take your time, meet people one by one, start a conversation with anybody at all in the chat, let them know that you want to connect with them, then head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Very important that it's 3 minutes. Very important that we watch from beginning to end. You're free to do more than I suggest, by the way. And then while we're watching, we leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as we do for all creators. You'll see me do this. And then that should make your connection solid. You come back, let them know that you've done all of that stuff for them, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. So Scratchin' PPA is a shining jewel in the Superchat family, to say the least. This is a creator who overwhelmingly supports everybody. He literally is the reason why I use the words, seems to be everywhere all the time. And he's here in Superchat every single day, and he has a really compelling twist on lottery ticket scratching. So what he does is pits 2 lottery tickets against each other. We get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratchin' PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook. So it makes this series unique and sets it apart and makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. And he produces his videos and posts with pure consistency. For well over 2 years now, he posts every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail. And this creator will always premiere, so we'll be able to join him for one of the fastest rolling chats that you will see in the Superchat family. Faster than this one, faster than most others. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer, Hilda DC, Garden State Gardener, or VS Speaks Royally. So it makes that a lot of fun to be a part of as well. And it's so important to a lot of us to make sure we don't miss these, that we literally, like some of us, text each other to make sure. And we have alarms on our phones to make sure we don't miss Scratchin' PPA's premieres. So again, that's Tuesdays at 12:15 Eastern. You can always set the notifications for those, as you see that I've got here, plus the notification bell after you subscribe to his channel. He is on the road to 1,600 subscribers now, and you'll notice that presentation has also been at the forefront of his mind from the beginning because of his bright, beautiful avatar here, which is matched by the thumbnails, which give you a little bit of a hint as to the idea that he does giveaways in his videos as well. And then his banner's updated to match those thumbnails, and his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his first video well over 2 years ago. Trish the Natural, I did see you come in. I put you on the wheel. Thank you for being here. And M&T Living and Cooking is here as well, so I'll get them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. Let's spin and we'll see who's coming up next. Thank you one more time, the Stock Explorer, for those super chats, both for Florida Claimers Ted and for Scratch and PPA. Dawn Ray B is coming up right now. She's been here almost since the beginning of the stream. Dawn Ray B comes to us from the Homesteading community of channels, and this is a really interesting story as well, because this particular creator must have been dreaming of a homesteading lifestyle for a while, and then literally is in the process of having made their dreams come true by starting their homestead. They bring us on their journey through their successes and failures on a 4-acre property now. But Don Ray B wants to inspire others. It doesn't have to be homesteading, but the idea is every day is a new opportunity to make your dreams come true. And you see that in the banner that they put forth. And I think that speaks to the generosity and the mindset of the creator behind this channel. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I'm sure you will. They've been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat for a very long time. They've got 467 subscribers now. We'd love to push them towards the 500 that they're thinking about. You can get the story on their About page. They're going to talk to us about exactly what they're doing in their channel, and we get to follow their journey. So I've taken their latest video, put it on my catch-up list so I can catch up a little bit, but their shorts videos are now popping into the couple of thousands of views, which is great. They've chopped up their channel into several playlists, so if anybody wanted to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make that arrangement independently and individually, of course. I'm laughing because Woman Outdoors is asking generous, loyal, dedicated supporter. That's Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. I'm not going to stop laughing about that. I have a feeling I'm going to be laughing about it long after today's live stream. Modern War Gaming Squad with Jory is coming up, and this is another creator who's with us every single day. They bring us some more video gameplay, of course. With 511 subscribers, they've got a new banner. This is really cool and bold, so I like that. It's a really cool way to do this title, too. I might steal that idea one of these days for a logo, these upside-down T's as eyes. Modern Wars Gaming Squad with Jory brings us a lot of Fortnite, and then they also have brought us some shorts videos that are now cracking over 1,000 views. A lot of live streaming. Some of these are shorter, some are longer, as you can see, at 5 hours, 11 hours, 8 hours, 3 hours, and this one for an hour here. Let me just see what they've got for videos. Yeah, I'm going to take one of your live streams. Well, I'll take the 1 hour one. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and that'll give me a chance to just give you a few watch minutes there. So we'd love to put this channel a little bit farther towards the 800 or 600 subscribers they're thinking about. Every week, shorts and lives from PS4 gameplay. And Xbox One as well, which is cool. And then, yes, absolutely, turn on the notification bell when you get to the channel. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly, and it will help get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now, but could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And I do appreciate it, generous, dedicated, and loyal supporter, because we all need that sometimes, absolutely. I know that I drone on here, for those of you who have to listen to this, especially Scratch and PPA, for hours. Our moderators and a lot of people who are here every day listen to the same things over and over and over again. So it's nice when somebody injects some fun into our live stream. So thank you for that, Jen. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs is in the house. Philip Lemon is coming up in 3 minutes. All right, we're back with Philip Lemon. Pardon me, that 3 minutes went by quickly. Hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Be Amazing Sylvia is here. She's another friend who's been with us from the beginning. She's an original member of the Drop the Link Day crew, so you know that she'll be willing to help you meet more friends and family members when you're on her channel as well. And Nicholas Family Adventures, good to see you here. And hopefully everybody's enjoying their Easter weekend. Those of you who celebrate, I know there's other holidays around the world, so hopefully everybody's enjoying that as well. Day One Adventures is in the house. They happen to be a member also, so I'm going to put them onto the wheel. And again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Philip Lemon's been a longtime friend. They always come into the chat with excitement, for which I'm grateful. And then they have 169 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. When we look at their shorts videos, we see that these have started to get well over 1,000 views now, a couple of them, and might be popping into the thousands soon. Live streams might be something that they'll pick up again at some point in the future, but they did just put up a brand new video, so I'm going to put that into my catch up list, and that will give me, give me a chance to catch up with them. I see Smallholder Homestead is coming into the chat as well. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. FR Humphrey's up right now, and I did say I was going to get Smallholder Homestead onto the wheel, so we'll do that right away. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Cricket208 asked a question right before we went on break there, so forgive my delay in getting back to it. Thank you for the like and the share, by the way. When we talk about the idea of watching a 3-minute video, you're free to do always more than I suggest. So we've been at this a long time, and part of the formula for how we connect with people comes from even longer than TuberChat's been in existence. There was growth streams for about a year before TuberChat had even started, and it was because of the generosity that I saw in creators like Bumby Selby, who we saw today, Be Amazing Sylvia, who's here right now, and many others, that I was inspired to start TuberChat as another growth stream, but one that would focus on friendships, because I understand as an online marketer and things like that, not just online, but through marketing and things like that, that's where the magic really is, the friendships that are made. And not that it matters, but just to point it out, for those of you who've been with TuberChat for any amount of time, if I ask you now to think about some of your most loyal supporters, the ones who are with you often in the chats and things like that. Most of us meet a lot of people because of our niche or our category and our channel, if your channel is niched. But if you have met other people either here in TuberChat or in other growth streams and things like that, if I was to ask you, where did you meet the most loyal supporters? My bet is that over time, a lot of people are going to have to say, well, I've actually got quite a few friends from TuberChat that are still with me for any amount of time afterwards. And that was the idea. Now, forgive my long speech, but the formula for how we connect has come from a long time, a lot of experimentation, and the fact that we all understand that YouTube plays games with our numbers. They take our views, they take our subscribers, our watch time, our thumbs up, and even our thumbs down after a while, thank goodness. So what we do is follow the same formula we've been following for years. It's not that there's a right or wrong way to connect. That's not true at all. It's just that we know that this works in this way, so we never change the system. We will change it if we have to, but we just don't because we haven't had to, and we know that it works. The reason why I say that is because when I put channels on the screen here in TuberChat, if they've ever been on the screen before, you see that they are subscribed. So even though I lose on TuberChat as many subscribers as anybody else, nobody ever loses TuberChat. It is extremely rare, like 1 in 1,000 that ever disappears. So we follow the same procedure, and what that means is starting a conversation with somebody in the chat, whether you're here in anybody's live stream or premiere, if they allow you to connect with other people, and let them know that you want to connect with them. People are coming in and out of the chat all the time. That's what we're supposed to be doing, is visiting other channels and watching their videos and things like that. So you're welcome to do that even while we're live streaming, of course. That's one of the reasons why we took the ads off of the live stream, so that you can get back in here quickly, right? Thanks to our members and Superchatters for that, by the way. So when you have a conversation started with somebody and you know you've got their attention, you can let them know, hey, I want to head to your house, I want to head to your place, I want to dance with you, bake with you, or do all the other silly things that we say in the chat. That means you're going to visit their channel, watch a full video, and we always say at least 3 minutes long. The reason why is after all this experimentation that we've done for literally years now, we find that as long as the video is over 3 minutes and we watch it from beginning to end, that is enough to solidify a connection. The rest of the stuff that we do just kind of acts like icing on the cake. So we leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences, because if you say something really short, like nice vid, or new friend from TuberChat, or hey fam, or any of that stuff that you see hundreds of other people saying, your comment could get held for review and you may still lose the connection that way. So 3 or 4 sentences almost guarantees you're going to say something unique. Then we leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on for everybody, as you see me do. And these again are just to make sure we solidify the connection. Pardon me, once you come back into the chat, whether it's here or anywhere else, let them know that you've connected with them. They will be able to go and find your comment, click right on it to get to your channel, and it speeds up the whole process that way and almost guarantees that you're going to solidify the connection. And this is the reason why. So thank you for asking, because I don't always go through the whole speech lately, but it's long overdue for the time that I did. 3 minutes is tough if channels don't have it. 99% of channels have videos over 3 minutes. We might have to dig through their videos. A bunch of shorts might be okay, but it's not necessarily recommended. You'll know for yourself. If you connect with people and then you find out that you're either losing a lot of subscribers or a lot of people start complaining that you're not loyal, there are some people who believe that people unsubscribe, and I believe it's a lot more rare than everybody thinks, even though I could be wrong. It's probably more common than I think, but I believe it's more rare than everybody thinks. People generally don't unsubscribe. That's not it. It's that YouTube purges anything that it thinks is not a legitimate connection, and they don't want to allow people to engage in simple sub-for-sub behavior. There's a lot of people focused on numbers, and I still insist here that it doesn't matter. So forgive the long speech, but this is the first one of today. So when we talk about your purpose or what you want to get out of your journey on YouTube, what I want for everybody is for you to get whatever it is that you want out of YouTube. It doesn't have to be subscribers, doesn't have to be views, doesn't have to be fame, doesn't have to be money, whatever it is. But for most of the creators here in the TuberChat family, monetization is on our minds, whether it's through YouTube itself or through the businesses that we run behind it or projects. A lot of people use YouTube to promote things they already sell. A lot of people are looking for memberships and super chats and things like that. And a lot of people are looking for affiliate income for doing product reviews or free products or to get paid from sponsors and things like that. There's lots of ways to make money. But whatever it is that you want out of YouTube, there are a lot of ways to get there, and the numbers don't matter traditionally as much as everybody might think. If you simply say, I want to make $1,000 a month on YouTube, you don't have to have any specific number of subscribers to make that happen. I believe you can do it long before you get to 10,000 subscribers, for instance, right? So the subscriber numbers on the channel, let's just say you have a channel that's got 30,000 subscribers and you got a channel that's got 3,000 subscribers. If they're both making $1,000 a month and that's what you're here for, what's the difference? Who cares about the numbers? Sure, it looks nice. We would all like to have more subscribers on our channel than we have, and we would like it to move faster. But if that's not what you're here for, then that may not be where the focus needs to be. Quality over quantity always. But you can imagine what the algorithm thinks about a channel that's got only a few thousand subscribers that's pulling $1,000 a month compared to a channel with tens of thousands of subscribers that hasn't hit $1,000 a month yet. Because I promise you, I've seen both many times, right? So it's just an idea. But I just wanted to mention that because we put a lot of focus on these numbers, a lot of focus on our subscribers. And I promise you, if you're thinking about what you want to get out of YouTube, then you can set goals for different milestones, for views, for watch time, for money, for subscribers, for thumbs up, and things like that. But they may complement each other. They may not have anything to do with each other. So that's just a thought. And then Philip Lemon is just saying, that's okay, Philip Lemon. So to share on a community tab, let's do one right now for FR Humphrey. Let's just grab one of their latest videos here. I'm going to show you how to do a community post. Now, I always do mine in advance. So there is one way to do this. I don't run videos, so I'm going to pause this. I'll give a thumbs up. But you can go strictly to create a post like this. It's easier to do on a phone than it is on on a computer than it is a phone, but you could do this on both, right? You just click the share button, go to create post, and then you can add in whatever you want to say about it, and it already comes up with the video. So that's one way of very quickly doing a community post. Now, I do mine in advance, so I'm going to do mine a different way. I'm going to show you how I do mine here. If you want to mark the time, we're an hour and 51 minutes into episode 556 of Tuber Chat, if you want to write that down. So you just go to your own channel, go to your community tab. Now you're going to see that I have a few scheduled posts ready to go. I usually lay them out about 2 hours apart, and they're mixed up between either Super Chatters, members, people who are here frequently, and things like that, moderators and things. Now, I've got them all the way set up until tomorrow at 6 a.m. So I'm going to set another one for tomorrow at noon. So I'm just going to say, check out this recent video, which is what I always say, from our supporter. I should say member, right? Because they're a member. And this is FR Humphrey. So I type an @ symbol and F period. And for me, FR Humphrey comes up pretty quick. If you can't get them by their name, because their name is too popular, you can get them by their handle. So you'll have to look at their channel, see what the handle is, start typing it out. But then once YouTube suggests the right channel, you just click on it or let them know, yes, this is correct. And when you click these buttons down here, you get an opportunity to say video. If you notice, I copied the URL out of the video we were watching. Now I'm just going to paste it in here. You could just put it right here in the search field. Even though YouTube has this URL field, you can put it there if you want to. If you wanted to select one of your own videos to go out, you do that from the other tab. But I'm going to select this here, and you see that it populates right away. Now I can schedule this to go out. So I'm going to do this one for April 10th at noon Eastern, which is the last post that will go out before our own for our live stream. And I click schedule. And that's it. Now you see that it's in line with the rest that we've got ready to go. And then when you go on your publish tab, you see that, we just put out a post for our stream here, and we've got a bunch of other posts that go out every 2 hours, basically, right? 8 or 10 times a day-ish. So hopefully that's helpful. You can also schedule on a phone. The process is a little bit different, but it's almost impossible for me to show you while we're streaming here. But that's a look at FR Humphrey. I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Obviously, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter with almost 1,100 subscribers right now. We see that their shorts are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. And then in their videos, we'll find a bit of indoor and a bit of outdoor together. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And then hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If I missed something that anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Songbits Laura is coming up right now, and we'll see what this creator's got going on. We still got another hour to go, so lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. And then Michael's Adventures has a premiere that's going to run for almost 45 minutes after we're done, so that we can still go for all of that time and continue meeting friends and family members during his premieres chat. So Songbits Laura is up right now. I'm just grabbing their latest video. I think we might have already looked at this channel. Did we look at them? Yes, we did. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Woman Outdoors is up right now, and this is a creator that comes to us from the Erie, Pennsylvania area, so only a few hours away from where I am in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. Woman Outdoors has a really interesting channel because they bring us a lot of outdoor content. They've started to get into a little bit of indoor. Sometimes you might find them for a conversation on a live stream or a product review or these shout out videos. But this creator brings us camping, reviews, cooking, fishing, and bushcraft, most of which is outdoors. And what I find most compelling about this channel is that they get to bring us all 4 seasons worth of content. So we get to see the extreme cold, the extreme heat, the sun, the wind, the rain, everything in between that they have to deal with when either camping or cooking outdoors or doing other outdoor activities. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Woman Outdoors. She's been a dear friend for a very long time, an extremely generous creator, and somebody who's had a lot of impact on other creators because of the support that she gives. So I'm just going to look at the shorts videos for now, but you see that these are starting to pop into the thousands of views, and then live streams are something that happens frequently on this channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Woman Outdoors, and I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Boy, can I talk, eh? My voice is going to have hit its limit in the next hour. Coach Mary Ma is coming up right now. This is a creator that wants to motivate and inspire with positivity, and we'll see that on her channel. She's got a 1 year on YouTube celebration coming up in another few days from now. I wanted to say week, but another 5 days or so. Coach Mary Ma does video shorts and live streams. I thought I caught them for their last live stream. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm just going to grab one of their latest ones, though, here at replay. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and then we'll see how their shorts videos are doing. These are getting into well over 1,000 views now as well. So this creator is going to talk to us about resetting ourselves, looking for individuals who want to push past their limiting beliefs, reinvent themselves, find their unique way to serve humanity, and bring out the best versions of themselves. So you get an idea of the motivation and inspiration you're going to get on this channel, especially right there on the banner. She says, become limitless and unstoppable. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Coach Mary Ma. There's somebody who's been with us for quite some time now. I'm thinking a year. I wonder if it's already been a year. And almost 1,100 subscribers. So let's spin the wheel. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong about that. You'll have to forgive me, because now Tuberchat's been here about 3 years, and hopefully you take inspiration from the idea that I start to lose track of how long some of the friendships have been that are here in the Tuber Chat family because of the overwhelming support we get from people for so long. Now, Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up for us after Tuber Chat, but that's in about an hour from now. You can see that that's already set up right here. I did catch up yesterday as promised, Michael's Adventures, by the way. Now, he's got thousands of videos on his channel, literally almost 3,000 videos. They are mostly consisting of wildlife, like we'll see today, whether it's raccoons or deer or foxes. There's some bird watching on the channel. He often takes us outdoors for a story to be told or a look around. That could be on a vacation or a look around his own area. Occasionally, what you're going to find as well on this channel is possibly playing a game on a tablet, like a slot type game or lottery ticket scratching, and some of these have even got, one of these is into the thousands of views, which is great. Lots of playlists, and Michael's Adventures is an advocate for helping others grow through their watch hours more than anything else. This creator goes far over and above when it comes to generosity. All the moderators on this channel have been dear friends for a long time, but Michael's Adventures has been influential. He is somebody who I know truly cares about his community and about each individual creator to whom he's connected. So one of the things that you would imagine, I guess, as the host of Tuber Chat, I hear from a lot of creators. Anybody can reach out anytime on any of the social networks. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time. Doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. But once in a while, we see somebody go over and above when it comes to generosity. And Michael's Adventures has always been this way. The idea would be that he will reach out to me, not to see who can run playlists for him, but for whom he can run playlists to help with other people's watch hours. And this has been ever since I've known him. It's well over 2.5 years now. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this incredibly generous creator. He is on the road towards 1,200 subscribers right now, and he will definitely be willing to swap playlists. So for every person here that's thinking about swapping playlists, please get in touch with Michael's Adventures, because whether it's today or in the coming days, he will be willing to help out anybody and swap playlists with anybody at all. And Day One Adventures is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Ben Cyan Games is under 1K watch hours, and that's okay. Everybody gets there. I know that it's easy for me to sit here and say this now, but I promise you, for those of you who haven't been to Tuber Chat too many times yet, I have monetized 5 channels, most of which are not my own, as a matter of fact. And we've been at this for a few years now. Everybody who wants to get monetized gets monetized. I promise you that they do, right? For some people, monetization is the goal, right? Like once they get there, that's it. That's what they were looking for. And for other people, they want to go much farther. They want to get to the 10,000 subscribers or 100,000, or they want to use their channel to influence, or they want to make a full-time income, or, there's lots of different reasons. There's, what are the 7 billion people on the planet? That would be 7 billion different reasons why people do things, right? But even here in Tuber Chat, there's over 4,500 different reasons now why people run their YouTube channels. Some of us have goals that are aligned, and some not so much, but that's okay. But I promise you, everybody who wants to get monetized eventually gets there. It's hard not to look at it as a race. I promise you, jealousy crosses my path just as much as anybody else. You see people out there doing things that you don't think are as good as what you're doing. Why are they moving faster? Why do they have more? Why do things get better, and seem easier for them? But it's not a race, right? Eventually we all get there if we want to, I promise you. And there are a lot of people who are probably willing to help you behind the scenes even more than you know. Some of the people who are supporting each other, you're never actually going to know the truth about how much they supported you. The reason why I say that is because, like I said, I've been at this for a while now. I've been on YouTube for 6 years, and I certainly like to remind everybody that I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I constantly strive to learn. I certainly don't think I'm somebody that knows much more than anybody else, but I do have that much experience, and I can tell you that there are people that are going to support you in ways that you did not know. You'll find out later, some of it. Never all of it. And that comes to looking at other social networks and seeing who's been talking about your channel in positive ways, who's been spreading the word, who's been sharing for you in ways that you didn't know today and you found out a year later, and things like that. And when you start to hear stories from people about the support that they've received from others, you'll start to realize what's happening in the background of your channel, or behind the scenes, if that makes sense as well. So I hope you take inspiration from what I'm talking about, even though I know I'm speaking very seriously, but it's meant to be a heartwarming idea, the support that people will give you. I can't tell you how many times I've walked into people's live streams and they're either already talking about me or already talking about other people in the Tuber Chat family, and it's always a heartwarming thing to know that people are having any kind of impact on each other. Right? Especially when you think about the fact that some of the people on your YouTube channel you did not know at all before you started. And it feels already like a lifetime of friendship after just a little while. Mama Four Boys. Yes, it's one of the things that we notice. A lot of people get a little bit surprised when it comes to AdSense money. AdSense for a lot of creators is going to become the smallest part of your monetization, because there's lots of other ways to make money. Super chats and memberships are very obvious. If you feel you can build value by having memberships, I recommend them for basically everybody. Super chats are something you can't control. They come in, you decide whether you turn that on or not, but that's something that inevitably will happen for anybody that wants them. But there's also other things out there. There's affiliate programs like this new Temu company, or Temu. I don't even know how to pronounce it properly yet. Amazon has been a affiliate-based company forever. I was grandfathered in. I think I've been an affiliate for like 20 years or something. And that's just one aspect. There are companies that will sponsor either with free products or pay to have things done. There's lots of opportunity to make money in lots of different ways. And for those of you who run businesses outside of your YouTube channel, the YouTube channel can be used just simply to promote and gain customers, loyal ones for that matter. So that's just an idea. But AdSense for a lot of people is probably the smallest part of their income. I'll show you an example, and forgive the materialistic nature of the discussion, but this is the reason why I turn the ads off on the live streams here in Tuber Chat, because now we have enough members and Super Chatters that it overshadows the AdSense money that comes in during our live streams by such a high margin that I know that there's lots more value to be given to everybody by just skipping the ads and coming in. Because a lot of people are going to skip them anyway, but for the tiny amount of AdSense money that would come in during the streams, I'd rather everybody be working on their channels, because that's how Tuber Chat continues to grow. When everybody's growing their channels truly, and they feel that this live stream or this channel or I have helped, then that helps spread the word, and this has already gone way beyond what I thought it was going to in the first place anyway. So thank you for that, by the way, for those of you who've been here for a long period of time. Butler Family Farm is in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel. TWT-TV is a longtime friend with 2 channels, actually. Let me get Butler Family Farm ready to go. I wondered if we were going to get through today without a long speech, but it's probably impossible here, so you can get ready for that if you're new to Tuber Chat. Day One Adventures is here bringing us more travel. This is another creator who's out supporting others all the time. They're here with us frequently in Tuber Chat. I'm just going to grab their latest video. This is an interesting, different type of video for them, but they do tell us that they're going to bring us events along with travel, movies, food, weekly videos. I think they're doing it more often than that, actually. When we look at their shorts videos, we can see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. Lots of playlists, so I imagine they'll be ready to swap playlists if people want to do that. They've got 470 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 500 that they might be thinking about. And for those of you who know my dear friend Elevate with Vern, she used to be known as Vern's Junk Closet, but Elevate with Vern, she has often from the beginning said that creators should start working on watch hours, if you haven't already, by the time you get to 500 subscribers. Because for whatever reason, it seems like a bigger deal in our mind to get the watch hours than it does the subscribers. So it would be wonderful if most creators could have the watch hours locked down before they get to the 1,000 subscribers, because it's easier to see and for everybody to see that milestone, so that you are, if you're aiming for monetization, you know that as soon as you get that 1,000, you're gonna hit it, right? Yes, Philip Lemon. Absolutely. It probably wouldn't be the same, would it? Professional Paranormal Research is up right now with 1,900 subscribers, which is interesting. I'm just going to go through their videos and grab one of their latest ones here. This is a new flavor of Pepsi, yellow Pepsi. I haven't seen that in Canada. What's on that can? Could it be a lemon? If it's a lemon, it almost makes sense. It can't be that terrible, right? Because lemon and lime are often given with drinks like this, but I'll be looking forward to seeing what that is. Now, Professional Paranormal Research is another channel that's been incredibly supportive to Tuber Chat for quite some time. Now, their shorts videos, let's just see how these are doing. These are getting into the thousands of views, which is great. Live streams, they've actually got one scheduled for a few days from now. Is that going to be Wednesday, I think? 11 a.m. my time. Hopefully I'll catch that. And then they do these a couple times a week by the look of it, more than anything else. And then you'll get the story of the channel on their About page. Of course, they got quite a bit of information here. Paranormal investigations, haunted places, spooky, sinister, scary, ghoulish places of the unknown. So that gives you an idea of what to expect when we get there. I like when people have fun on their About pages. It's nice to be professional. You know, somebody like me, while I might be able to write well, everything I do looks and sounds like it came out of a textbook. But if you can inject some fun into what you're doing, that really strikes a chord, and it's probably actually going to see even better results, if I was to guess, with things like sponsors and other people who might be coming by to check out your About page. You can almost bet that sponsors will always be looking at your About page. So that's an important aspect of your YouTube channel. Unidentified S4, 9,300 subscribers. This is Anthony. He's going to do a great job of welcoming you into the channel and making you feel like you're a part of a community. He is a very dynamic host. And while I talk about the idea of being professional, Anthony is somebody who sounds like a professional public speaker when you get onto his channel, or possibly a broadcast professional. But fun and always engaging with the chat, bringing everybody into the content. He often has StreamYard panelists. They have engaged conversation there, and they will talk to you about everything that is otherwise unknown. So they will talk about the paranormal, UFOs, cryptids, hoaxes, scammers, science, 411 missing stories and things like that, astral travel, technology, general news, and much more. A lot of polarizing content, but the conversation is very much engaged over there, and I've been lucky to catch them frequently for live streams, actually. I'm just going to take a short video here. I'm going to put this in the catch-up list. And actually, if you follow Unidentified S4, or connect with them, and then follow them on the other social networks, I promise they'll make you laugh. Anthony is responsible for me seeing one of the funniest posts on the other social networks that I've seen in a long time. A couple of them, actually. So I'll leave it to you to follow him to see what on earth I'm talking about. Abandoned Exploring Mike, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. The Bud Files is coming up right now. They are modern-day archaeologists. They seek to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video on their channel. They also do a lot of live streaming. They could be indoors or outdoors. They could be playing a game or giving us a look around. I am Betty J. Gathers. I'm not sure if I actually said hello, but I saw you come in a while ago and I did put you on the wheel. The Bud Files is here with now 1,100, almost, well, they're getting close to 1,200 subscribers at about 11:30 or so. Andre Southgate, I see you in the chat as well, and Susanna's Revivals, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. The Bud Files, like I said, post frequently, so they got videos coming out every few days. I just want to see the shorts again. These have started to pop into the thousands of views, but one of these popped over 5,000, which is great. And then you'll find them in a lot of live streams. So like I said, they could be indoors or outdoors. They might be singing and dancing or playing a game. So there's a lot more content on the channel in variety than they actually talk about on their About page. But that's great because they've really expanded and can draw in a bigger audience that way, right? Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody has the ability to share the stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of creators into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We already looked at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, so I accidentally spun for them again. Virtual Shopkeeper Miss Dee Dee is going to come up next, and we're just going to take a break now for another 3 minutes, and we've still got 45 minutes to go. All right, we're back and looking at Virtual Shopkeeper Didi. Now, this creator is already on. They're doing a live stream right now. They do them frequently, every couple of days, actually. And this is an auction. When we look at this channel, we're going to see that the videos really are just meant to promote what's going to happen during the live streams. And they've got quite a few coming up. So I'm setting notifications for these. But this creator is literally running a live auction. So we'll get an idea of what maybe these look like, right? Showing article or items or articles up on the screen, and then you get the opportunity to bid on that. So that's really cool. We got a few channels that do things like that. I find most of them to seem to be a little bit different in the way that they do them. We've got some channels that are just sales. So what they do is they put a few products on the screen. They have a price in mind and you could buy right then and there. They'll send it to you. Or they have these auctions as well, which I think is kind of cool. Lots of shorts videos that seem to be doing well. One of these has popped over a few thousand views, 7,000 there, which is great. But Virtual Shopkeeper Didi is another creator that's been making frequent appearances here. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a member, so they were put on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat. It's actually time for me to get some names onto the wheel from our chat list, so I'm going to do that in a moment here. Pardon me, I know it's a very long wait these days. I didn't know what to expect for today being a holiday Sunday. Anything's possible. But we're usually here for 2.5 to 3 hours. We don't get to every channel every single day, but we do get to as many channels as possible, so for today we'll try. Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up in about 40 minutes, and what that will do is carry us over for another 40 minutes that we can continue meeting friends and family members the same way that we do here. I'll leave this live stream running right up until the moment that that premiere begins, so that we can clean up our connections here before we go over. Michael's Adventures is a beloved and dedicated moderator, so he will allow and encourage everybody to meet each other during his chat as well. So I Am Betty J Gathers is up right now, and this creator is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She is literally responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up here in the Tuber Chat live streams because of her friendly and energetic reminders. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up right now for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Araya's World, let me know if you're still here, or Sister Winnie. Sister Winnie's still with us, so I'm going to get her onto the wheel. She's an incredibly supportive creator. She supports on all of my channels. I'm just looking to see if there's another channel I can put onto the wheel. Relax and Enjoy by Vanessa. Is also on the wheel. So I'll get some more names as we need them. But like I said, we've got a little while to go. Now, when we look at I Am Betty J Gather, she's going to talk to us about healthy eating, healthy living. Intermittent fasting has been a subject that's come up many times on this channel, both in live streams and in videos. But this creator, more than anything else, wants to talk to us about living our best life over 60. And I still believe that the content on this channel is relevant for basically everybody, because I Am Betty J Gathers is one of these people that seems truly to want to influence others and help others, not just in their YouTube journey, but having everybody, you know, experiencing happiness and experiencing joy, both online and offline, if that makes any sense. But I Am Betty J Gathers has been a very dear friend for a long time. She is always out supporting people. She streams almost every single day now. I just want to see the shorts videos again. Now, these have popped into getting into the couple thousand views, which is great. The live streams are what you're going to see almost most frequently from this creator. And then in the videos, some more healthy eating, healthy living, and talk of intermittent fasting and things like that as well. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Just Jason Keto is gifting a membership, and thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I'm sure that Mama 4 Boys is going to be happy to pick up that gifted membership. And we saw that Michael's Adventures had grabbed one earlier today from She Stole My Thunder. So thank you for that extra generous support. Those gifted memberships are extremely generous thing to have done. We looked at Just Jason Keto's channel earlier, otherwise I'd be putting it on the screen, because we treat those gifted memberships now much like Super Chats, where we put them up right away. But I will get some more names for our wheel from our chat list momentarily. And of course, it's open to everybody. It just takes a long period of time. The key to getting on the wheel as fast as possible is engaged conversation in the chat. I have a robot in the background that keeps track of that. So Smallholder Homestead is up right now, and they are with us just about every single day as well. We see a lot of family togetherness on this channel, and I'm always happy to see that. Let's see the shorts videos on this channel right now. So some of these have gotten into the thousands of views, which is great, but they are sitting right beside 10,000 views, which is fantastic, and hopefully that continues. Now they're going to bring us outdoors for all kinds of homesteading type activities, but it's the family togetherness that I find most compelling on this channel. I'm sure you will too. You can see it just in the thumbnails here, let alone anything else. It's cool that they've got this consistent look on their thumbnails as well. So that's good. Hopefully that's paying off the way that they wish. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Live streams might be an idea for the future. And then when we look at their About page, we see that it's quite a large family. What they want to remind everybody is that we can engage in homesteading type activities regardless of the size of our property. They're living on a 1/4 acre there, but able to bring us a lot of homesteading content and activities. Oh, word up, Mama 4 Boys. It's there's a popular song from the 1980s by a group called Cameo, or a guy called Cameo, and the song was called Word Up, and it was very popular. It was like a #1 Billboard hit and this and that. But I was a DJ in my earlier years, most of my adult life, and that had been one of my favorite songs from the 80s. So when I came on YouTube, I just started using it as a greeting, and anybody that knows me at all knows that, like, I always say that when I enter the room, but it had gone on for so long as a thing that I just added the emojis here into the Tuber Chat family as well. And for those of you who haven't noticed those yet, there it is right there. And there's a few of those. Members, of course, have the opportunity to play around with these emojis, and the rest of them I just ripped off from the other social networks, as you can see. Corinne's Life is up right now. And this is a dear friend to Tuber Chat. She's here as a member and a moderator. Now, her channel encompasses everything that is Corinne's Life. So when we talk about family vlogging channels, this could be considered within that realm, because Corinne's Life is going to bring us vlogs, haul videos, unboxings, product reviews, travel, cooking, and everything in between. We get a great chance to see the family life behind the channel. I'm going to get you to pardon me just for a second here. I got to shut a window. Pardon me. The wind, we've got a screen there, and there's a couple of little tiny holes in it and this and that. They're not big enough for me to like rip the whole screen out and change it, but we did throw in a popular fashion, we did throw some tape over that. But the problem is when the wind blows, it knocks that tape, and it sounds like a bird's wing fluttering right in front of the microphone. So I just want to take care of that. But Corinne's Life is up here, and this content will bring you a behind-the-scenes look at the family life on this channel in all of that variety. But as well, this creator happens to be a small business owner. They print everything from hats to shirts to mugs, like the two that I'm holding in my hand right now, as well as vinyl stickers, Christmas ornaments, just about anything that can be printed. So it's wonderful. They give us a behind the scenes look at how that merchandise is made, but we can also use this creator as a resource when it's time for us to think about that kind of merchandise for our own channels and businesses. So she's monetized, of course, with super chats and memberships available to support her with when we get there. Over 2,100 subscribers now, and I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 22 she's going to be thinking about. She also live streams frequently and brings up other StreamYard panelists, and then sometimes she lets us watch her work, sometimes it's conversation. She also generously shares content by hopping in on other people's live streams as well. Reading and Retail, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Which language people use. So here in TuberChat, 99% or more of the people that come through TuberChat seem to have English as a first language or be fluent. Once in a while, we see things like language barriers where creators come in with other channels or with other languages being probably their first language, and you can almost assume, I don't want to say you could tell, but you can almost assume that they're using Google Translate to try to speak here. And we've seen that a couple times. So that's one thing we have to be patient about, right? You might get creators from other countries, and if their English is not as fluent, they might still have great intention, but we may misunderstand what's being said. So I try to be patient with that, give somebody a chance to say a few things, make sure that it's not trolling or anything like that. But English seems to be first and foremost here in the TuberChat family. And I've used Google Translate to try to decipher a couple of different things before, but most people coming in and staying for any period of time seem to have great intentions always. And some of our most supportive creators are from around the world that speak different languages, and you can almost tell that they their English is not fluent, or they are possibly using a translation app to communicate with us. But we've gained some really loyal and dedicated supporters that way. M&T Living and Cooking is here in the chat right now. They bring us a lot of delicious looking content, but it's interesting because they've broken off into a bit of variety lately as well. There's a lot of these videos here. I think there was a birthday present. Yeah, that's it. Happy birthday video there. Let me hit the shorts videos for a second. I'll show you their cooking videos in a second, but you can see these shorts are cool because they're getting into the thousands, and one of them's popped over 10,000 views now. Live streaming is something they do frequently, and you'll often find them in other people's live streams supporting them as well. But M&T Living and Cooking has a ton of delicious looking content on their channel, mixed in with some more variety and product reviews and things like that as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We got 2 macaroni and cheese here. Grandma's macaroni and cheese, and then Mama's baked mac and cheese. So there could be a little taste test competition going on between those. And that'd be interesting. Let's spin the wheel, and we'll see who's coming up next. Mega love shout out to you, generous, dedicated, and loyal supporter. Kathy Payna, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get Kathy Payna on the wheel. Be Amazing Sylvia is coming up on the screen right now. This is a creator who's been connected to TuberChat since, I believe, before we started. And that means 3 years of friendship, more than that actually. And Be Amazing Sylvia is somebody you're going to recognize as one of the original members of the Drop the Link Day crew. I'll show you something that they were doing the other day. They're rolling a train of premieres and live streams for this Spring Forward Empowerment Conference. And there's a lot of recognizable creators in there where they were kind of following each other, each one motivating. So Gio and Marlene are in there, Coach Mary Ma's in there, Elevate with Fern, and a few others, right? But Be Amazing Sylvia was originally a part of the Drop the Link Day crew, and they, in a very similar way to what we're doing here in TuberChat, we're all allowing people to meet more friends and family members on their channels. Be Amazing Sylvia still allows this today. I believe they all do actually, but Be Amazing Sylvia has her own variety channel, and now you can see approaching 10,000 subscribers, which is great. Monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and lots of live streams. So there's a few familiar creators again as well, and then some shorts videos. Let's just see how those are performing right now. Her channel, though, Be Amazing Sylvia, can encompass anything that goes on in her life at all. Look at some of these shorts videos that are really starting to kill it, eh? Some of these cheerleading videos have gotten into the hundreds of thousands of views and likely resulted in this rapid growth in subscribers. Now, I'm just going to take the latest video that she's put up and put this into my catch-up list here, but you're going to notice the live streams as well are something that happen frequently, and she will always allow anybody to meet new friends and family members during her premieres and live streams. So Sylvia's Daily Positivity is a second channel that this creator has started so that we can get more inspiration and motivation from Be Amazing Sylvia. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her on both of these channels. More variety, more shorts here as well, and these are even starting to move into the thousands of views, which is great. So we'd love to push her towards the 300 subscribers she's working on over here. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen. Tori's Brain is coming up. They were here earlier. I'm not sure if they're still here with us. Tori's Brain has a really interesting live stream where they play games that you can interact with. Literally, there's questions that come up on the screen. You answer in the chat with things like tags and hashtags. And it's really cool because these games are fun, but they challenge the mind at the same time. He's expanded the content lately into the news videos, but when we see this creator most often, we find the live streams. I'm just going to take one of his latest videos with Odom's Homestead here, who's another friend of TuberChat, and we're going to look at the shorts videos. These have gotten into the thousands of views, which is great, little bite-sized pieces of games. But the live streams here where you find a lot of the brain games is where we know this creator best. And it's really, really cool when you see the system that he's got, the production value, and the way that the chat is used to interact with the games on the screen. It's really, really cool. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Yeah, Michael's Adventures has got one of these metabolisms that lets him eat anything at all. Not to mention, though, Michael's Adventures has been a friend a long time. I know that his average steps per day is like 20,000. So you know when they say like we should all be doing 10,000 steps a day on average? Obviously, I'm not. I've had some rapid weight gain over the last 2 years. But Michael's Adventures eclipses that every single day. Not to mention being a hard worker and lots of long shifts and overtime and things like that as well. So Relax and Enjoy by Vanessa. I thought I recognized this channel, but maybe this is the first time we're putting you on the screen. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your longest video here, which is the 7-minute 57 one. I'm going to put this into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the notification bell as I do for all creators, and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Embarkation Nation is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right now. We'll spin. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I've got Embarkation Nation on the wheel. Butler Family Farm is up here right now. This is an interesting channel because they bring us 116 acres of farming, ranching, or homesteading activities. And you'll have to forgive me because I think I actually looked up, just out of curiosity the other day, the difference between farming and ranching. Now, if I understand, and Wikipedia has any accuracy to it, then it would say that farming is meant where the livestock is raised for the purpose of production. So you have like cows, goats for milk, you have chickens for eggs and things like that. Whereas on a ranch, you might be doing things like raising cattle for the purpose of meat, right? Now, I could be very mistaken. I'm certainly not an authority. I'm learning from these channels as we go, but I wanted to look that up just so that I could understand, because I use the term so much here. I talk about gardening, farming, ranching, and homesteading, but the idea is like to have a homestead and engage in the activities that make that a homestead. It is basically a lot of self-sufficiency, growing a lot of your own food or raising a lot of your own food if that's the case. So there's a lot of crossover between these. But they tell us here they have a herd of cattle, goats, donkeys, a couple of horses, llamas, chickens, and then dogs and cats as well. And then they keep busy with their farming activities. But they also will take us bowling, woodworking, quilting, blacksmithing, gaming, and gardening. And then whenever they travel, they'll bring us with them for that as well. But it's just interesting because that is a on the extreme of the other side when we talk about the size of properties, right? We've got homesteading that spans anywhere from a quarter acre out to 116 acres now. Shorts videos, when we look through these, we see that these are getting into the thousands of views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. And live streams, hopefully I can catch you for these. I don't know how I missed that yesterday. But hopefully I'll catch one of these shortly. And Butler Family Farm is here with us just about every single day, I think, lately especially. And they're out supporting other creators all the time as well. Farmer Rancher Supporter. Yes, absolutely. Just chasing Keto. He's out supporting all kinds of channels. Cabarar Gaming is coming up right now. I'll get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list in a moment here. Cabarar Gaming brings us 2 channels, and this is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They've been a member for a long time. I see that they've updated their avatar and banner again. Now, this creator mixes up a lot of video gameplay. I'm always happy to see Grand Theft Auto because that's just my game of choice, and ever since Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City, I've had all of the games, including Vice City Stories that we see here. But Cabarar Gaming is going to mix things up for us. They've also got some shorts videos that have gotten into the here well over 10,000, 15,000, 24,000. And then live streams are frequent. What you're going to find from this creator, especially in the live streams, is that there's excitement and fun being had. You can basically feel it in the creator. They'll bring you into the content. They'll give you a warm welcome. They'll always encourage and allow everybody to connect with each other in the chat also. So you'll meet more friends and family members that way also. So Natalie Nicole's ASMR is coming up onto the wheel, along with Together We Travel. Nurse on the Run, I'm not sure if I said hello. I'm not sure if I saw you come in, so forgive me. I'm not sure how long you've been here, but it's great to have you here. And then a Beekeeper and Chicken Mama, interesting, 100 Proof Quilter. And let me spin the wheel and we'll look at Cabarar Vlogs. This is a second channel from this creator where we get tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials from the same creator from Cabarar Gaming. So we'll be looking forward to some more videos from this creator soon. I see they've got a couple newer ones. I'm going to put the latest one in my catch-up list, and that'll help me keep caught up with this creator on this channel as well. Embarkation Nation is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. And it's just about time for me to start dropping the link for Michael's Adventures premiere, which is coming up in 15 minutes. So I'm going to do that right now, and that's going to run for about another 45 minutes, I believe, with the intro. Anybody can hop over there anytime because it is a premiere, so the chat's already ready to roll. But we'll go over there and raid together in 15 minutes. Michael's Adventures is a dear friend and happens to be here as a beloved and dedicated moderator as well, so he often brings us premieres like this so that we can continue the Tuber Chat idea of meeting friends and family members while we watch some content and get to know Michael's Adventures. Embarkation Nation is here as another creator that is bringing us a lot of travel. I've always enjoyed their welcome note on their banner that says live each day like it's embarkation day. Imagine embarkation is the act of getting the cruise started, whether it's getting onto the ship or beginning the voyage. And I just think that's great because I'm lucky enough to have worked on a cruise ship for one summer, so I absolutely know what that's like. And Embarkation Nation has 327 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. So they've got videos up to even a couple of weeks ago frequent. And then when we look at their shorts videos, these are starting to get into the thousands of views, a few looks around the ships and things like that, a bit of variety there. And then live streams are something they're doing frequently as well. There's Destination Fun and Chanster Travels with them as well. There's a great community here, and we've had this influx of travel creators, travel channels coming in, a lot of cruising, but a lot of travel in general, right? And there's a huge community of creators that are extremely supportive. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And Embarkation Nation is here with us frequently. Now, they happen to be a member, so of course we'd put them on the wheel right away. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. Reading and Retail is talking about watch hours. Now, they've been with us a long, long time, Reading and Retail, so they might have connected with Michael's Adventures a long time ago, but I know he'll be willing to do that. If anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I've got Together We Travel on the wheel. Cabaret Gaming we looked at. Sister Winnie's up here right now. Sister Winnie is connected on all of my channels, as is Cabaret Gaming, actually, for which I'm grateful. This is a creator who always comes by to make sure that that thumbs up is given. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. Now, Sister Winnie is going to inspire us in a spiritual way. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos because I see you've been posting. I'm behind here, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. And there's live streams here from this creator as well. One of them's a little more frequent. But during the inspiration, in a spiritual way, like I said, they're going to inspire us. This creator is going to bring us pleasing visuals and audio while they do this. I just want to see how their shorts are doing as well. Now that I got their channel up on the screen, we see that these are getting into the thousands of views, which is great. So hopefully that continues also. But Sister Winnie, like I said, has been an incredibly supportive creator for a long, long time. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And I'll get as many channels through in the next little while as possible. I'm going to put 100 Proof Quilter up in a second here. The Bullock Experience is coming up. He's got two channels. That's the Gaming Experience with Kelly and the Bullock Experience, where we get catfishing first. There's a lot of conversation on this channel in StreamYard panels and things of that nature. And the conversation can go anywhere once it's started, but it starts with fishing on this channel. And the Bullock Experience is here with us every day. 100 Proof Quilter is on the wheel now. The Bullock Experience has 716 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they're thinking about. They've got a couple of live streams set up in the coming week and a couple weeks from now. They are also doing a lot of live streams frequently. So you see this, and like I said, the conversation can go anywhere. They might be doing a simple StreamYard panel, or they might be out actually fishing at the time. But the Bullock Experience, like I said, is here with us frequently, every single day, actually, now. And then they're getting into some product reviews by the look of it as well, which is great. I'm going to show you their second channel. I say do this every day. It's Gaming Experience with Kelly. I often put the gaming, but it's not. It's just gaming experience. So gaming experience with Kelly, and they've got a few videos now. I was joking about this one because they can make a video game out of anything now. Ali's Crafts Pursuits was in the chat earlier. I'm not sure if she's still here, but she actually has video games of crafting, if you can imagine. Stitch World, I think, is the name of the game. And then the gaming experience with Kelly has Fishing Sim World Pro Tour here, along with some Call of Duty and Minecraft. So we'll be keeping an eye on this channel, but he's got 27 subscribers right now. We'd love to push him a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So Just Jason Keto dropped a gifted membership earlier, and Mama 4 Boys managed to pick that up, which is great. These are both supportive creators. We looked at Just Jason Keto earlier. Cool Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thanks for being here. And then when we look at Mama 4 Boys, we're going to see a channel that more than anything else brings us delicious looking content. What I find compelling about this particular creator's channel is that a lot of the videos that are bringing us cooking or baking are things that are, at least for me in North America, traditional looking meals. Some of the stuff are things like, for instance, they did a hamburger helper type of video, but they show you how to make that from scratch, like not in the store in a bag or a box, which is really cool. And I love cooking and cooking channels and cooking videos from creators here in the Tuber Chat family, because I love the real world look that we get at what people are actually making in their homes for their families, for their friends, and things like that. Much different than what we might get from a television show, and I enjoy those too. We watch a lot of that in our home, but I really enjoy seeing a lot of this. Now, Mama 4 Boys is an incredibly supportive creator. They're here with us every day as well and have been for a while. And they've got over 1,200 subscribers now, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. When I look at the shorts videos, I just want to see how these are doing. Getting into well over 1,000 views now, which is great. Live streams might be something that they continue with as well now that they've picked those back up. So hopefully I'll catch you on one of these soon. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I put Abandoned Exploring Mike on the wheel as well. And we've got a few more minutes. It's time for me to drop the link for Michael's Adventures premiere. We're going to go over there and raid in just under 10 minutes. He will have put a nice long intro on there as well, and that will give us a chance to get an extra channel or two up on the screen. Ben Cyan Games is coming up right now, thanks to Jen from Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve for reminding me how to pronounce that name properly. I kept calling him, I kept pronouncing it differently for a while. Captain and the squad, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Ben Cyan Games now has over 3,400 subscribers. Now this creator is posting videos frequently. Some talking head videos, lots of video gameplay. They've got a couple of these bar chart races here, and I've been interested to see those. I wonder if I can do something with those with my shorts videos experiment. But look at this one that they've got into the 360,000 views. Interesting. And then they've got more shorts videos that have gotten into the thousands, which is great. They stream frequently, so much so that they actually did an experiment through March and did a March streaming marathon where they did about 12 hours a day, I think it was, for the whole month of March, or close to it. But Ben Cyan Games is here with us just about every single day. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. 100 Proof Quilter is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And if there's anybody who's been here for a while, like still a long time, and hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get you on right away. We've got time for maybe one or two more channels after the list that's on the wheel already. 100 Proof Quilter, I see they've got a brand new video. I'm just going to put that into my catch-up list. It's not brand new, it's 3 weeks old, but it's new for me. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and we see that they're posting frequently. And when we look at 100 Proof Quilter, They'll give us a bit of a story on their About page, but they're talking about quilting more than anything else on their channel. I'm still getting to know this channel, that's why. When we look at their shorts videos, we see that these are starting to pop over 1,000 views, which is great. They've got a Cricut machine there, which is cool. Those things are getting really, really, really popular. And then live streams are something they seem to be doing at least once a week as well. I hope I can catch you for one of these. I see you're going to do one tomorrow. I've got my notification on for that, so I'm going to try to make that one. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Outgoing Azzy, yeah, I know that you haven't been on the wheel yet, but I know you just got here. I'm just going to see if there's anybody who's been here a long time, because we've been here for almost 3 hours right now. But I'll do what I can. Trish the Natural is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. And then Tina A. While we're enduring is in the house. Thank you for being here again. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Thank you, everyone, for the 100 thumbs up, by the way. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Michael's Adventures a thumbs up on the way in. We've still got a couple of minutes here, though. And Trish the Natural is going to talk to us about natural hair care. She does expand the content on the channel into wigs and weaves and other types of beauty products, tips, tricks, tutorials, and things like that. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that from Trish the Natural. She's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. You'll notice presentation is on the forefront of her mind, because these bright, bold headshots will make her very recognizable. That's great for branding, but you can also see when I roll over the videos, they're a perfectly accurate look at what you're going to get from this dynamic creator, and they've got a professional look to all of their thumbnails as well, which is great. So they managed to keep a consistent look here. Trish the Natural has 704 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they're thinking about. Yeah, Ben Cyan Games, those bar chart races, I don't remember how many years ago it was I saw the first one, but I found myself like sitting watching some of those, finding them just mesmerizing. Reading and Retail is coming up right now, and we'll see what they've got going on. And see if I can come up with an idea for one of those. I don't know if what I want to do is going to work for them, but I haven't made one yet, so I got to try. Reading and Retail is a longtime friend, as a matter of fact, and I'm just going to hit their videos here because I can see I'm behind. I'm going to grab the latest one. This looks like a story to be told, a Stephen King story. So I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up just the smallest bit here. They did a Tuber Chat shout-out video the other day, so thank you for that. They have shorts videos that have gotten quite popular into the thousands of views. One's popped over 27,000 views, which is great. And then when we get into... when we get into the live streams, we see that they're streaming once in a while. I've caught them for some video gameplay, so hopefully I'll catch them for one of these again shortly. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. I don't know how you did that. You did it. You changed your name back. That's interesting. But you have to wait 14 days before you can do something like that again. I was afraid for you that you might get stuck and have your name not be able to be changed back to Good Times Homestead. But boy, was that ever funny for today. So thank you for that laugh. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve changed their name to a generous, dedicated, loyal supporter here in the chat for today. That was pretty funny. So Abandoned Exploring Mike is brand new to Tuber Chat. We'll see what they've got going on for today. One last call. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And drop the link for Michael's Adventures premiere again. And that's going to start in another moment. He put a long intro on that for sure, so we'll be able to continue here. I'll leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so that we can clean up our connections before we go over, but we'll go over and raid Michael's Adventures. I'll come over there as well. Abandoned Exploring Mike, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video, your Abandoned Synagogue video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me, or sorry, my watch later list. I'm going to change that up here. what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Shock Theater Official, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, we've been on for 3 hours. We're just going to cut it in another 5 minutes here. But thank you for coming in. Hopefully you have the notification on. We'll be back on Tuesday. And then Together We Travel is coming up right now, but I did put Captain and the Squad onto the wheel. And then Together We Travel is bringing us obviously some more travel content. And I'm still getting to know the channel. There are a couple who likes to travel various places. They've been to Hawaii, London, Iceland, Tahiti, and a few more places as well. So they'll bring us with them when they do that. I'm just going to look at their shorts videos. This is the one I like seeing. This is a really cool view on a shorts video. That was a great shot. This is good too, but this really, I can't help but say that every time I see this one. But it's great to see these are into the thousands of views. They're bringing us live streams as well. So they did one about a week and a half ago. We'll look forward to another one. Hopefully I'll catch one soon. And for now, I think I'm going to take this one and put it in my catch-up list as something just to give you a few watch minutes there and have a chance to see what you do during your live streams. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Captain and the Squad is here for what I believe is the second time. Bushido Blade Warrior, I'm going to put your channel up as well. Bushido Blade Warrior has been here for a long time. So Captain and the Squad is coming up. And we'll make Bushido Blade Warrior the last channel that we're going to look at for now. So Captain and the Squad is a channel I'm still getting to know. They're brand new to Superchat, just being here for what I believe is the second time. I'm going to take one of your latest videos and put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels, and by watching content over weeks and months I get to know that. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators behind the channels as well. So we love to push this channel a little bit farther towards the 200 subscribers they're thinking about. It's great to see they're already bringing us video shorts and live streams. And Michael's Adventures premiere is just beginning. So I hope everybody will come over there. Bushido Blade Warrior brings us video gameplay. We'll see what they've got going on for today. And thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here, even if you've just come by quickly or to give a thumbs up, or for those of you running the stream in the background, our friend Jaden might be enjoying his Easter as well. And Sleepy Time Productions, thank you for coming in. Abandoned Exploring Mike's on Instagram also. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. Bushido Blade Warrior brings us shorts, videos, and live streams with everything from Pokemon to Dragon Ball Z. Lots of other video gameplay, Pac-Man and Tetris there. Some retro gameplay along with some new stuff. And then a lot of live streaming as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And we will see everybody again in a few minutes with Michael's Adventures. I hope you'll come over there. You can continue what we're doing here. And then we're back on Tuesday. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye-bye.